All right, so this is a fun
Gather
little one-shot.
around, ye children.
This is fun and dumb and quick little one-shot, hopefully.
Hopefully.
To start out, we have go down the list and introduce people. We have Ack, who is a Ack.
Oh, is that a cue for me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Describe your
Oh.
character, please.
I'm sorry. My soul's dead inside. I am Ak, playing as a dwarf named Borodoof, who is a blonde, soulless dwarf who works as IT support for summoning and a few other magical things. We're gonna roll with it.
Okay. And Casey will be introduced later. I have a way to get you in here. So we have
Excellent.
Next is Gorignac, who is played by
Me, Raven. Grignac is actually the only one who played more than one.
you are
Oof,
cutting
yeah.
out.
I'm getting like every other
I am?
word.
Yep.
Yeah, let me bounce it in and out. Jesus.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, is this going better, worse, what?
Better.
Good. Very good.
Okay. Just reset connection. Anyways, Grignac is one of the few characters I've played in more than one campaign or setting. He is a Gobbo metal bard, which is basically means he's a bard with heavy armor and throws lightning around like an asshole. Oh, and he's a bounty hunter by trade and a musician by hobby.
So, and then we have Sir Kay, who is playing.
I am Sang Shizuo, a foreign mystic kobold of the clan of Wujin mystics, who has come to this land for reasons that they desperately solely need me.
And then we have Vivi, who is playing.
Howdy, y'all. Are you ready for another exciting chapter in the saga of Tex, the Warforged bounty hunter / salesman? But
Jesus Christ.
you can find all Tex-related memorabilia at Schmamuel's Red Hot Armory, located at all participating locations.
Jesus Christ.
And then finally, for now, we have Newt, who is playing.
Bootsy. She is a warlock hexblade.
Okay. So, those 5 characters that were just described have arrived at the city of Cord. They are coming through this gate right down here. Honestly, you don't have to put your tokens there. We're just going to move right through this map real quick.
Alrighty.
You are met at the gate because you have been actually contracted by the lord of this entire city to do a job for him. So, you are having a guarded escort through the town. As you walk through town, you see people, like, in the streets, and there's a lot of people who look incredibly unhappy about, like, the state of everything in their lives. So you know that there's some troubles going on. In particular, there seems to be, like, some glances at the kobold in your group, because they don't know why a kobold would want to come to this town, because it seems to have something to do with a dragon. And that's all the information you have. So as you're walking through town, if there's any character interactions you want to do before you get to the castle, please do go ahead.
How well do we know each other?
That was up to you guys to figure out, and you didn't.
Oh,
I just met you because I just met you on the road up to this lovely establishment.
okay.
Oh dear, everyone seems so downtrodden.
I'd likely have to do something with your draconic complexion there, friend.
Oh, most definitely. Oh, I'm
Howdy
used to-
there. Extends down a hand, because I just realized that of the current group walking in, none of them come up above Tex's waist.
Oh,
That's
the
true.
funny- The pleasure is mine, Mr. Automaton.
The name is Tex, son. And you'll remember it one day. They all will.
How well known
Now,
is
come on.
Tex?
Tex is a fairly well-known bounty hunter / adventurer. He's about on your level, so you would have heard his
Okay.
name before.
I'm gonna try and slap his back, but all I can get is upper, low back. He goes, "Yeah, it's the real deal."
You're a little close to the derriere there, son.
Didn't
Not
think
that I'm
I-
against that sort of thing if you're into that.
Ooh.
Didn't think mechanic folk really cared.
Yeah, I don't really. It's just, gotta understand them cultural asphyxiations and all that. Anyhow,
Anyways, good to meet you. Is Gregnac Dorota.
well, mighty nice to meet you. Another fellow of the metallic persuasion is always welcome.
Sadly, only adopting it, my friend, but it's in the heart.
Well, I was born in it, molded by it.
Damn it.
Ak, are you gonna interact with your fellows, or are you just gonna be dead inside?
I'm dead inside. Also, he's tech support. He probably has no idea why he's to take care of a dragon.
Okay.
And as tech support often is, not everybody tells everything. Especially people who don't know what the on button is.
Yeah, none of you have actually been told the reason for your being here.
Oh, lovely.
All you know is it has something to do with a dragon.
Oh dear.
So as you make your way through town, you get closer and closer to the castle, and people are still looking incredibly upset about just the entire state of being.
Tex just looks down at the kobold and just goes, "Must be something pretty serious, all them there stink eyes you're getting there, son."
Oh, I'm totally used to it, but
Oh, he's not actually getting stink eyes, he's getting sympathetic looks.
Oh, okay, that's important context there. So,
Huh.
oh,
so who died in your family there, son?
are we talking? I'm a kobold, so I guess that's you need to narrow it down a bit more. uh,
Oh, I get it. Y'all procreate a bunch.
well, that and well, people around these. I hear people in this country tend to view my kin as a little bit of a pest, if you will.
Ah,
And so we
Actually,
die like pests.
actually, if you want to roll, like, anybody wants to roll, like, history checks for this particular region, you can go ahead, and I can give you some
Oh.
information.
Sure,
I've
why
worked-
not?
Tex has worked in and out of this area before. Why not?
Holy fuck.
Jesus Christ, Krignack.
It's a low roll for me. Not roll, but a low stat for me.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, you all would know. Everybody in this town is actually more sympathetic to the dragon's side and the kobold side than they are to the lord's side. They think their lord fucked up, and for some reason, they, instead of siding with him, they're siding with the dragon, who has always been chill, and all of his kobold tribes, which have also always been chill, until the lord did what he did.
Do we know what he did?
I think I know what's going to happen here.
Yeah, you don't know what the lord did at this point in time to piss off the dragon and the kobold tribes, but you do know that they used to have a very good, like, neighbor relationship with this city-state town.
Hmm.
So would the kobolds have like mingled with the crowds in the city
Oh, yeah.
before? And I'm guessing now they are nowhere to be seen.
Yep.
Like that would actually get his attention. I would say Tex has worked in this town before. Never for the Lord, but he's gotten around. Warforged don't exactly age. He's been doing this a while.
Yeah, you'll notice as you're walking through the market here, actually, that a lot of the stalls were actually kobold run, and now they're empty.
Mm.
Well, that is a mighty sad sight. I've had quite a few interactions with draconic folk, done some work for a few of them before, too. Well, let's find out what's happened to make everything so, scaleless.
Yes.
I agree. They're usually quite pleasant folk.
I
Yeah.
can imagine it had something to do with the scales.
We'll find out.
We'll see.
We should.
Onward we go.
Yes, Windows Defender is letting me down, computer. Thanks for popping that right up in my face. Fuck off.
Oh, yes, the town guard, Windows Defenders, letting everyone down.
Looks over at the tech support dwarf. It's like,
Don't look at me. That's not my tech support.
It's not my company, not my problem.
Not my
good.
problem.
Because if it was, we'd have a problem.
Look, unless you've breached a contract, me and you don't have a problem.
I am offended at the mere suggestion, sir. Tex always gets his man.
Is it weird that I'm imagining that Windows PC is like a slur in Warforged communities?
Don't be such a Vista.
You basic
Whoa.
Vista.
No, you know what it is? You wrote your hardware is a Mac.
Ugh.
Ew. Alright.
I bet you run an Apple OS.
Like,
You basic Vista.
like, I bet you found that on Safari.
Gross.
Like,
Jesus
you
Christ.
offend me, sir.
I would love to sit on a Warforged insult comic or some shit.
I am glad I rolled this character already.
Oh, he's amazing. I love him.
I have wanted to play a Warforged for a while.
It's
I'll
pretty
have
good.
you know, sir, my operating system is a Linux.
Oh my
Like-
god.
We come from a Linux family.
Okay. So, now you're all entering the castle now? After you're
I
walking
suppose.
through.
How, as soon as we reach an appropriately sized door, if we are going in the castle, I am good with whatever the rest of the group wants to do.
Yes.
Okay, so you're being escorted directly to the Lord because you were hired by him.
Correct, yes. As soon as we reach an appropriately sized pair of doors leading into the throne room, I'd like Tex to kick them open dramatically.
Just oh shit, what the hell kind of role could I make you do for that?
Performance?
Performance, yeah.
Performance.
I would say
Go ahead.
Hell
roll
yeah.
Performance.
I don't care if I fail, I just want to do it.
That's fair.
It's 12 o'clock on the
A
dot.
12. It's a 12, speaking of which.
Well,
Oh,
That's a-
no.
the
That's
doors
a high roll.
the doors open, but your foot gets stuck in one of them.
All right, well, he takes a few minutes awkwardly shambling to get his boot out. When he does so, he turns around and goes, "Someone put in a call for some tech support."
I want to. Do I have prestidigitation? I think I do.
Alignment check.
Oh,
Okay. So, once you actually kick open the doors, you see Casey's character standing there looking incredibly awkward and pissed off. Casey is playing.
Enemy, a demon from hell, summoned here to deliver the finest pizza in the underworld.
Oh, no. Did somebody do this? I swear if you bought from us just to get a pizza.
Domino's pizza is so good it's sinful. It's yours.
hate you. I hate that.
I'm sure if I had any sort of olfactory receptors, I would take your word for it.
Domino's, I hear they make the best on meat pizza.
This is why we don't allow those to buy.
They even have dolphin meat on their pizzas. That's why it's so sinful.
Jesus.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One SeaWorld special.
God damn it.
There is passive aggression in the air.
Okay, what do I roll to possibly inspect this demon who might have been summoned by my company?
Well, you can go ahead and roll an arcane if you'd like. But I can go ahead and tell you that no, she wasn't summoned by anybody in your department. She was actually summoned by the idiot that's standing in the middle of the room, who is the lord
Oh.
that has hired you. He's
Hmm.
kind of a bald, mousy-looking man. Looks like he fiddles with his fingers nervously and looks around like something is going to come through the windows and just kind of carry him off. You're guessing that this is the person who has hired you. And he has just finished summoning this demon with the demonic pizza. And he goes, "Oh, good, you're all here. I would like you to escort my friend here with the pizza as a sort of an apology to the dragon, I guess. Or, you know, you can also just fix the problem any other way you would like. Which means that either the dragon stops attacking the town with all of his kobolds, or, you know, through peaceful means, which all of my people would like. I don't know why. But, or you can just make sure that the dragon doesn't attack otherwise. Through other means.
Under what criteria does my department have to do with this?
Well, you know, you can summon a bunch of things and, you know, hopefully take out a dragon.
Oh, so you're trying to have a wizard to summon an army.
I
No,
demand
you-
you buy our product before I help you.
I did.
Sorry.
That was part of the contract that I signed.
What contract?
Did you not get your payment, son?
What contract? There's a contract. Show me the contract.
I gave it to your supervisor. He has
Sounds
it.
like you're gonna need to
no.
speak to your manager, son.
I really hope that's the case.
You have to go to HR.
Yeah, you have to go talk to Karen in HR.
Tex just puts a consoling hand on the dwarf's shoulder. Just my deepest condolences, son.
Genevieve
Yeah,
winces at the name Karen.
Okay, question about the indie. What kind of super powerful demon would this guy work for, considering how afraid he is?
Probably a Glarbrazoo if I had to guess, or
Probably.
Yugoloth. Probably Yugoloth, and if I had to say
Yeah.
guess, an Arcanoloth.
Yeah, you're at least a upper middle management run, I'd say. That sounds Arcana Loft written all over it. They're all about them contracts.
Oh,
I actually took a job from one once. Regretted it.
wait. Were you the one? Were you the one who tried to make a deal with an aboleth because that guy didn't live?
Ah, fuck that guy.
Because that aboleth, he sued.
Yeah, as they are known to do.
God damn it.
Something about
So-
trauma. Something about trauma to his being, but you know, it's a matter of an aboleth. They don't really have a being.
That's working them laws.
So, you got the basic gist of what this guy has hired you to do. He's either wants you to diplomatically handle the situation, which he doesn't seem to understand why anybody would want to diplomatize with a dragon, or, you know, you can just go ahead and kill him. And he's not telling you why the dragon is attacking, he's just telling you that that's what he wants you to do.
If I'm not mistaken, there used to be a bunch of kobolds who used to live in this town, correct?
Yeah, mighty friendly folk they were. Bit sad to not see them.
Well, yeah,
So-
they were here, and, you know, that...
Well, think about the fact of what this is doing to your economy, sir.
The economy is fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's doing fine. I have enough money.
So it's fine, huh?
Yep.
Big air quotes. So,
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give you this guy's name now and see if any of you get the joke.
Oh no.
His name is
Here.
Godfrey Crage. I'm waiting for you to understand what the hell that means.
God, free courage.
What's over my head?
It's an incredibly stupid joke, but you should be able to understand.
God, free courage.
Trach. Crage.
Oh. Oh.
Did you get it?
No, I don't get it at all.
Godfrey is another name for Jeff, and Crage means stealer as a last name, which also is what Bezos means.
Oh, yeah.
This is Jeffrey Bezos, and he does not care if anybody has money except for him.
Oh, all the salt in that name, Jesus.
Huh. No wonder they called this the river that runs through here.
I don't know why, but for some reason I feel sullied and dirty.
Welcome to
I have
my
no
world.
strong feelings one way or the other.
This does not seem like the most prime of circumstances, sir.
Well, I mean, if you kill the dragon, then all the kobolds will have nowhere to go, and then they'll have to come back, right?
I don't think that's how it works.
Did I already sign a contract? I feel like I already signed. Ugh.
Okay, what's
Yeah,
your case number?
We technically already have signed contracts, but I am now seeing those are under slightly less than honest means. But a deal's a deal. We will see what I Tex always get my man, and I will make sure, well, Dragon in this case, I will make sure of it that this whole ceasefire is reached.
All right. What is your ticket number? I need the ticket number.
1, 2. Is that a 4? Yeah, it's a 4. And then 8, 7, 3.
1, 2.
Did you write that down on your hand, sir?
Yeah, he
Why are
is
you looking at
peering directly at his hand.
Why are you looking at your hand, sir?
Okay. Give me a minute.
And then he pulls out her purse, opens it, looks inside. Siri, where the hell am I headed?
No, this,
So you got there's a bag of devouring or something like that. Like it eats people if they stick their hand in it.
Yeah.
You can also
Her
store
name is
items.
I think it's a
Oh,
legendary
this
item.
is actually okay. You got one of those.
It's an actual person named Siri.
Jeez.
Okay. This ticket number doesn't exist, sir.
Yes, it does. You have to call
No,
your manager.
Yeah, you have to call the Arcana off.
By the time you know how long the wait times for that, you'll be on hold for like a week and a half. We could deal with the dragon issue by then.
He'll be
Why
angry.
don't you start the call? Just leave it running for a while. Go deal with it. Come back. You should maybe have gotten patched through to at least one of the receptionists.
Okay. Just I need to go find a message.
I've been a bounty hunter for 75 years, son. This ain't my first rodeo.
Where did you know when I was born?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, if
Okay,
you got that long, you might as well get to a Mesoloth.
You might even be promoted to an ultraloth by the time you get there.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'll put it on call. I'll get like something. I don't know it. I don't know D&D logic. What?
It'd be a sending stone.
Sending
Yep.
stuff.
Or a scrying orb of some kind. Just the kind that, if you work for a tech support company, you probably have a one-way line to your boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would
You
have
probably
one of
walk
those.
up to like a dial phone with a sending stone.
It's a rotary sending stone.
Yeah, you press in the runes and you put the sending stone to your ear.
Yeah,
It makes you have to
you do
move your
that.
finger.
How
in a
can I
circle.
help
actually.
you, detective?
you do that actually, and all you get is elevator music, and that means that you're going to be on hold for a very long time.
Please insert 5 gold for the next 60 seconds.
You don't even accept gold.
Oh, you guys have those up here too.
A slot appears on the rotary sending stone.
And he pays it.
Okay, so
And he puts it in his pocket because obviously it's going to be there for a while.
you guys accept the
Don't write it.
quest here?
It's not in my programming to refuse a contract I've already signed.
Well, my people accepted it, so I must do But I must have helped my fellow kin. Oh dear.
Yeah, it's bad. Bad form to refuse a job you already basically accepted.
And
Gotta think about the cred.
Enobi can't really like refuse because she's on job delivering pizza right now.
That's a white mercenary line of work yourself. You're a courier.
Dragons tip well. Dragons tip well.
That they do,
Yes.
my friend. That they do.
I concur.
It depends on the dragon. I dealt with a dragon once. It was a young dragon. This little SOB, it was a red dragon, and naturally it wanted to eat the people of this one town. And obviously I couldn't say no, because my job says I can't say no.
Also, I
And-
imagine this theme plays whenever enemy goes on.
Just fucking Christ.
Wonderful.
Okay. So then you get escorted back out of town, and on your way out to where the dragons where he hangs out, where his lair is. One of them graciously actually tells you that the dragon is pissed off at us because the Lord's dumbass, basically. And now he's rearranged his lair so it's a maze. It doesn't go straight forward like it did before, where we could just walk in and do diplomatic, talks. He's twisted it, turned it, moved it around, and we don't know what's in there.
Do
I've
you
never
know
act-
what kind of scale color this dragon is by chance?
About to ask the same question myself.
We don't actually. He keeps changing his scale color.
Yeah. This feels a bit like metallic. Even if they're friendly, they can be right X for no reason.
Oh, metallics can actually are the ones you need to watch out for. Everybody expects the chromatic to be like a betraying douche nozzle, but the metallic ones are just as prideful. They just, the sticks up their asses are a little bigger.
Can't say for
As
sure.
someone who used to work under a metallic silver, I do concur.
Let's go.
I have most dealings with dragons I have ended with them trying to strip me for parts. Given the fact that I am made of metal, semi-precious, might I add.
Ah, yes, the hoarding mindset is one that's deeply culturally ingrained.
That it is.
Don't some dragons eat metal?
That they do, sir. That they do. But you know what they also eat? Flesh.
Yeah, I caught one eyeing me, my armor up and down, licking his
But
lips.
speaking of
I
which,
got sucker punched.
that pizza better be stuffed on meat. That's typically the only way you can deal with a dragon.
SeaWorld special.
Love that Bootsy's just over there laughing at all these fucking assholes.
Ah. That means the dragon will either take brave offense or enjoy it wholeheartedly. Who can say?
Dragons like to save face. They'll probably take it no matter what. After all, it's a new contribution to their hoard.
They throw pizza on this pile of gold.
The pizza
Hey.
has technically been paid for.
That's still an increase in net worth, my friend.
Sure, I'll just trust your experience on that.
Trust me, I was a sales bot for many, many years.
Conversely, if the dragon isn't aware of the pizza being ordered, it might take annoyance with someone ordering pizza to its lair.
Well, it is pizza.
That used to be a very common kobold prank, you see.
What kind of cult boat do you? Yeah.
The kind that's had to endure heartless pranks by those promising pizza and then never delivering it.
Or to the poor dragons who don't have a hoard and just keep getting pizzas and that can never pay for.
A true damn shame. Well, let's go deal with this problem.
I've known many a dragon who. I've heard story of many a dragon who have grand hoards, but due to people keep ordering pizzas, they feel the compulsion to pay for it out of kindness, and then being hoardless.
That's actually a very common punishment for dragons.
Oh.
Okay.
This is so weird lore we're fucking cooking up. Alright.
Pizza
So-
Kingdom.
The guards do escort you to a mountainside with big silver gates. The gates open when you step up to them, and then beyond them, you see this.
Oh, good. They rolled out the welcome wagon.
What are
Looks
they
over-
called in there? A Garblera?
There you go. You should be on that map now.
There we are. Okay, nice.
Roll
All
20
right,
was
check.
taking a while.
It does that sometimes. Tex just looks over at the two guards and dismounts off of the giant mechanical bull he rode up to the mountain on. Because y'all take good care of Babe Metal now, you hear?
Fucking
Fucking baby metal. Oh,
Like, don't get too handsy with her though. She's liable to breathe out petrifaction gas.
Can I do that? Yeah, I need to make you a little smaller. There we go.
Oh, we are very small.
sure.
I'm teeny.
As you should be.
We're teeny. We're tiny.
We're all a little loony.
I was going to say whiny. There we go. I am of the appropriate size.
I am almighty huge. Ah.
I'm not sure how to put my icon in.
Okay. Journal, you just click on your name and drag it onto the screen.
Drag and drop, my friend.
How do you make this?
That
It's a
fucking
shame.
face, goddamn.
I'm glad you're proud of yourself.
Small.
Yep, there you are.
I'll make small. Oh,
I make
What is what is Newt's character now?
Bootsy.
goblin. Oopsie.
Okay, because you haven't said a single thing.
Two goblins, a kobold, a demon, a mech, and a dwarf.
All walk into a bar. Well-
We're like half of us are short and the other half are really tall.
Yep.
Except, the Warforged is the one that says ow. That actually hit
Actually, I think Tex is the only tall one.
Tex
Hello?
is the only tall one.
That's not the first time. Won't be the last.
And some of you probably have some dark vision, so I'm gonna go ahead and reveal a little bit more. There we go.
Alas, I do not. I forgot to bring one of my automatic torches, conveniently sold at all Schmamuel's Red Hot Armories. So, wow, where did that come from? Sorry, I was, as I said, before all this, I was a display animatronic at a weapon shop and by some gnome shop. Then all of a sudden, I was given life one day, like by some fairy or some shit, and now I'm wandering around shooting people for fun and for money.
That's
So
another
that's a
common
god-
punishment in hell.
Like, sounds about right.
The mecha godmother.
Mecha godmother. Alright.
You
Come
were
on,
describing one of my literal worst nightmares there, friend.
Alright, come on, Butsador. These people can't see shit. Let's get out front.
Why are you gonna call me that in public?
Because it's adorable.
No.
That is.
No, y'all two are breathtaking.
Shush.
I like him.
Nice. Just keep moving up.
Just remember that you are smaller than normal, so the lengths are a little wonky.
Yep.
I couldn't
Oh.
make the goddamn map fit without
Okay, that's
making it
interesting.
enormous.
Yeah, that is the thing.
Is there a branching path here?
There might be. Gotta get closer.
I'm close. Show me.
There's a door there.
Why, look, a door right here in front of us, a few feet away.
I wonder
What's
what's
that?
in here.
What's that? I like what I see. An important looking door.
Does the door look like it's locked or anything?
Well, the door is just shut. Nobody has tried to.
I politely knock on the door.
Good idea. Do one of your secret draconic knocks. Let them know that you're one of them.
It creaks open.
Gotcha.
There's no resistance on the door at all. It creaks right open.
Oh dear.
Excellent job there, friend.
Uh,
Make sure we're making Timidou Kobold go first.
I'll step right in front.
He's a fucking mystic. He's fine.
I know what class you rolled, son.
I don't know how bullshit you are. You eat all the traps, motherfucker.
Oh, you're gonna get that close? So you see those then.
Oh,
What are
hello.
those?
Oh. Aw.
You see two what look like chubby lizards. They're kind of big. They're a lot bigger than any of you. With multiple legs and like kind of milky white eyes. And they turn their heads to look at you. Nothing happens, but you all feel a strange pressure.
Would any of us know what these things are?
Gotta
What
roll something.
what overwhelming Reiatsu.
You can roll Arcana or like Nature, anything like that.
I have the same in both of those.
Same.
Okay, yeah. You know what this is, Shuzo. These are basilisks.
That's a high roll.
Ooh.
They aren't, they have their nictating membrane shut right now. They aren't actually trying to stone you.
Good, I have no intention of being stoned.
Yeah, they aren't actually acting aggressive either, but they do, get into a defensive stance when they see you all walk in.
Oh, they're just like babe metal.
I think I have something to do with animals. I feel like I do.
Animal handling, yeah.
I'm checking my thing now. Yeah, I have a.
So how much would the 12 tell me about these things?
You know that they stone you, and that they're basilisks, but you don't know anything else besides that. They're pretty. It's a pretty low roll to tell what these are.
Okay, so I have a high animal handling.
Yeah, go if you want to. You can go ahead and roll.
Okay,
what
because
happens.
I don't think my thing is standing up right for that because it's like a 1, but on my page it's like a 7.
I'm gonna back off a bit.
Oh, did you not check your skills? To the left of the skills is little boxes. You check it. You click on it to check it if you're proficient in it.
No, that's not right for sure because on the docs it's a +2 and a proficiency bonus 5.
Let me check it out.
So you're proficient in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not. You don't have any of your skills clicked there, buddy. What skills do you have?
Animal handling, Arcana, Athletics, History, Insight, Investigation.
Is that it?
It's supposed to be a 7 for animal handling.
Well, you only have like a 1 in all of your stats here.
He didn't plug in his stats correctly.
Didn't type in your ability scores.
I
It's
kept
fine.
asking
This won't take very long.
It's alright, that's a pretty quick fix.
To the left of your skills column are your ability scores. Just in the little bottom circles, put in your ability scores.
I did.
You did?
Yeah, see? 13, 12, 12, 20, 13, 11.
Yeah, he's got them all in there. It's just that animal handling was only a 6. And he says it's 7 on his sheet.
That might just be the 6 then, since this does the math for us.
But
I miscalculated.
your skills should all be better now. You can try to roll again. That's much better. Yeah. So what do you do to calm them down and?
Oi, beasts! You understand me?
That's rude. That's what you call them beasts.
Oh, beast, little one.
They both turn to
All
look at
beasts
you.
of burden. All
Screw
beasts of
you, I'm a
burden.
fiend.
I'm a construct.
This is fair.
Do you go over to like try to like
Yes.
soothe them, calm them down, let you know that you're not a threat?
Yes. I go over and hold up my hand. Wait.
You gonna Chris Pratt it?
Going to Chris Pratt it.
You're Chris Pratting it. Okay. They don't react like the Chris Pratt velociraptors and like basically kowtow to you. They just kind of relax, seeing that you're not going to automatically attack them.
What? We're good.
They are clearly not aggressive.
Yeah, basilisks. I've never really dealt with them, but I've heard they just like to be left alone.
They are not going to attack you now unless you do something, to piss them back off.
Fair enough.
Well, I can assure you I have no intention of doing so.
I want to pet it.
You can go and pet it if you want to. They're calmed down now. As long as
I would
Zach
like
is near them, you can go ahead.
to pet this creature.
I'm gonna pet it. I don't care if lizards don't like being pet. I'm gonna pet it anyway.
Just be careful about looking them in the eye.
Be gentle with the weird lizard.
I'm not even sure what these things eat.
They meat. Lots of meat.
Hey.
No,
They
fine.
are carnivorous there, friend.
Well, you,
Not so I have absolutely nothing to worry about.
Indeed.
Can't you even get stoned?
Well, I mean, that would just basically be a reduction in quality. I'm already made of metal.
your
I'm just
mystic
making-
has fucked off, by the way.
Yeah, fine.
Wait up there, little
Yeah,
fella.
it's fine.
Like,
I was
whoa,
just
wait
giving
up there,
over-
little fella.
Where'd
Getting
Casey?
around the corner. Sorry.
It's all right. Just don't venture off too far on your own.
Kay, I heard you say that you were working the corner for some reason. And my brain just
I
went,
was-
wait, no.
Hold on.
It's like, damn it, you're not gonna get any good customers this hour.
This is a kobold clan, though.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have an overactive sex drive. Kobold.
Jesus Christ.
You're a kobold of the night. I see. Perfectly fine, respectable profession. Interacted with quite a few back in my animatronic days.
Just don't try to use our stuff to buy our.
Sounds like there's a story there.
Where's Pizza Girl at?
I'm imagining kobolds humping an animatronic robot as it tries to sell them gadgets.
Two of you are correct.
Is this basically, I just realized this is basically an escort mission as Casey's trying to deliver pizza.
Yeah, that's it.
Actually.
Yep. That's exactly
Fine
what
with
you're
that.
doing.
The best kind of quest.
At the end depends on you guys and if you're going to be dickholes about the dragon or not.
I lack the orifice to be one of those.
Alright, bye, beast.
Yeah, this one that you were petting turns and looks at you as you leave, Bootsy, and squeaks, makes a little squeaky noise. It's like it's saying goodbye or see you later, I guess.
Oh, my little lizard. Be safe.
Good guard dogs.
Well, I guess that depends on what your definition of guard dog is, given they just let a bunch of strangers go past them, but I'm not complaining. Come on, onward.
Probably not.
Dog, you
Apparently.
throw it a treat. It's fine.
You showed that you weren't aggressive, so let you pass. Alright, so Tex can't actually see in the dark, so I can't reveal anything.
Which is amazing, given that I have LEDs for lights and lights
Oh.
for eyes.
I'll move up and take point then.
Alright, there you go.
Alright. Scooch a little out here.
Oh, Bootsy is going down here.
Oh, let me see what's over here first.
Looks like I got a cavern open up.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Okay. That's a lot bigger of a lizard.
Alright, it turns and looks at you. this one. I gotta pull up something real quick for this one.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a big lizard.
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll something to see what that is.
I have not seen or heard anything yet, so I'm just going to stand right where I am. Man, this is going so well so far.
I should probably roll perception. Is that it?
Probably our
You don't have dark vision, you wouldn't be able to see it.
I do have
What?
dark.
Yeah, dwarves have dark vision.
Doors have dark vision. You turn and look at you.
Gotta suck if you lived underground and didn't have dark vision.
Okay, so yeah,
Oh, that's fine.
you, NOB, you would know what this is. This is a behir.
Oh dear. Oh dear, but here.
Yeah, it.
Don't those kill dragons?
Mhm.
All right.
This is what-
All right. Everyone,
It is
move
looking.
slowly to the right. And whatever you do, do not look delicious.
It is kind of following. It's following. What's your goddamn name again, Kay?
Shizuo.
Shizuo. It's following Shizuo with its eyes once he sees you.
It's like Tetsuo, but with she.
I
How's
don't think
about
this, I'm not sure this should belong in a dragon's lair.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay,
getting.
Skink Boy, you are doing exactly what I just told you to do.
Well,
Indeed, you are quite the snack.
Yeah, it is. It
Jesus.
is looking directly at you, and it looks. It's getting more and more puffy and aggressive looking the longer you stand there.
Yeah, why don't y'all mosey on now and leave the metal man here to see about not looking delicious.
Ennaby sighs, hold on, reaches into her bag. I think I have a couple more thought pockets left.
Good thinking.
Hot pockets.
Yeah, she reaches into the bag, pulls out some kind of bread-wrapped confection, and tosses it at the bee here.
What?
All right then. Okay. Okay. It's in her.
So, yep, this behir is here, and it's staring directly at your kobold friend.
I have a suggestion. Behirs eat dragons, so if a behir is here, then that means we might need to deal with it, and if we deal with it, it might put us in the good graces of dragons.
Possibly, or maybe it's a pet. I mean, by all records, this dragon can take care of itself quite well.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely seems...
But
It's moving
If there-
closer to you.
Just stay
Oh.
behind me for the moment. We're going to see what we can do here.
oh yes,
How small is Kay's character again?
I know he's not very big.
Size
Okay.
small.
I turn it into an armadillo.
You turn it into an armadillo. Okay.
Poof.
So it's gotta
Oh, it-
make a wisdom saving throw. Let me see.
Oh my
It's not,
Uh,
that's not my d20s. Where my d20s at? There they are. It fails. It's an armadillo.
So it's gonna be an armadillo for an hour.
Yep,
Oh.
it failed. It's an armadillo now.
Or until Kay loses concentration. But
All right,
Okay.
I'm going to stuff it into a bag.
Seems like a bad idea.
That'll last an hour or until you take a hit and start thinking about something else, and then it's going to grow back into a behir right there on top of you.
Yeah, that's not a great idea.
Wait, hold on. Tex sees the other stuff over there now that it's smaller. It's like, what kind of bones are over here if these are part of the actual scenery?
Yep, those are dragon bones.
Mmm.
Really? They look like Stegosaurus bones to me.
They're supposed to be dragon bones. Don't ask, it's incarnates.
Yeah, it's their default bones. Well, this is a dragon's lair. Unless he's keeping this thing as a way of dealing with any of his particular friends. I don't know. I'm thinking making the call about dealing with this thing might actually be wise.
All right.
Y'all are free to disagree with me, but there are dead dragon bones here. We're at the entrance of a dragon's lair. Unless this dragon is fully, casually okay with murdering its own kinfolk by feeding it to one of their natural predators, I'm thinking that's probably not an intended feature of this location.
I'm not here to kink shame.
Well,
None
We
of
do
us
know.
are, friend.
not all dragons like each other. We do know that.
Yeah, but they usually hate Behirs even more.
So
Yep, fair enough.
you're gonna deal with the armadillo by what you doing? Just gonna put it in a bag and smash it, or are you gonna put it down like
Well,
humanely?
Well, no, if I smash
All
it, it'll
that-
come back as a full-grown Bahir.
It won't
Yeah.
lose any health besides what we hit it with as an armadillo.
Yeah. So how are you dealing with it?
I'm going to look through my sheet real quick, see if I've got any interesting tricks.
I actually have an idea. You know what? Just put it on the ground and everyone will move right the fuck back. I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Where's my the magic? I gotta find the right area on the magic item sheet now, real quick. Shit. Like I know it. A certain amount of damage. The damage just carry over if we get past the armadillo's health threshold, right?
It
I'm pretty
does.
sure they only have like 1 to 4 HP, so
Okay, and I might have a good idea how to start this shindig. Damn it! Where's the eyes? You know what I want to do? I just tried to find the magic item page. Item I want on this damn magic item page. There it is. Okay, I'm going to use my instant fortress on it.
Are you
Okay.
dropping your fortress on it?
Yes, or actually, it springs up. Interestingly, you can actually do this. It says each creature in the area where the fortress appears must make a DC 15 saving throw or take 10 D10 bludgeoning damage on a failed save.
Couldn't we just feed it to Siri?
Yeah, you could do that too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's-
could stuff it into a bag, like a portable hole or a bag of holding or something, or
Well,
a
Particularly
bag.
portable hole would let it survive because portable hole is kind of a pocket universe.
what all does that there bag of yours do, miss?
Eats things, insults me. Once in a while, it gives me directions.
Tex looks up at the hard camera. God, what does the bag do?
I don't know. What bag did you take, Casey?
Bag of devouring.
Bag of devouring.
It's like a bag of holding, but with attitude.
Bag of devouring. Extra dimensional creature attached bag. Creature inside the bag can use an action. Animal or vegetable matter placed wholly in the bag is devoured and lost forever. So I'm guessing it can probably just eat an armadillo.
Once it pops to be here, it probably should be able to eat a bit here too.
I mean, if it's already fully in there, it's fully in there.
She takes Siri out of her backpack and holds her open.
I dropped the armadillo inside.
Do you close the bag?
The bag closes itself. You hear smacking sounds.
Yep, you hear
Oh.
very disturbing sounds coming from the bag. They're
I bet
wet
that
and
thing here-
crunchy at the same time.
One of these days, Siri, you're gonna run into a problem you can't just eat your way through.
That day is not today.
The bag opens a little bit, and it makes a raspberry sound at you.
That's not one of ours, is it?
So they're like kobold bones and like over here.
There's a few little bones, but mostly it's these dragon bones, which, if you want to make a check on, you can tell which kind of dragon they were, or if it was from a full-grown dragon or not.
That would be a perception.
No,
Investigation. I think.
investigation, or
Nature or something.
nature, yeah. Also, since you went down here, you can see this hole.
Oh,
Oh, nice. Soft 20.
Yeah, there are, these are actually not dragon bones. They're like wyvern bones, hydra bones, not like actual chromatic or metallic dragons, just like dragon kin. And there are some little kobold bones and some what you assume to be dragonborn bones.
I'm gonna guess that was the guard dog. We just killed the guard dog.
Well, we'll
Probably
find
not.
out. Well,
Dragons
we'll
don't
find.
really like these things, so
Not culturally,
I do a
anyway.
draconic prayer for them.
That was beautiful there, friend.
Are you getting that close to the hole, Kay? Ack? Are you getting that close to the hole?
No, I'm just trying
Down
to.
there.
This
I bet
little
it's
up
fun.
left thing here is bugging me no end. Do you want me to get close to the hole?
Well, you all got close enough to the hole. You're all making enough noises, and the Bahir is gone. So, hello.
A hydra.
Oh,
Oh, good.
Right?
Yeah.
okay.
The Hydra peeks his little heads above the hole. If you want to go ahead and roll perception or investigation on it, or
Jesus Christ! I just keep
Wow.
rolling shit.
damn, you guys.
Even at that one, I'm still higher than everyone else.
You scrub.
Okay, Tex. Even though you can't really read humanoid, or, not humanoid, but animal expressions that well, you can tell that it's looking around for something in fear. Something was scaring it into this hole.
I do
Hey, draconic,
believe.
I say, it is okay, friend. The Eater of Dragons is gone.
Yeah, you're getting the feeling now that since this thing is not, actually attacking you immediately, it's not actually, aggressive. That it's supposed to be here and the Bahir was not.
Well, all is right with the world then. You take care there, you giant two-headed chicken thing, you.
You stumbled on the correct thing to do.
Huzzah! Morality wins.
I think I've heard of those things. Gold manticle.
It's looking around, it's kind of confused. It sees the little kobold though. And it sort of relaxes, but then it's looking at all of the rest of you like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Howdy.
Both of its heads are really fucking confused right now.
Oh, poor sweet little thing.
My grandma had one of these once. That was 500 years ago.
Your grandma had a manticore?
Insight check.
Okay, so
Insight of 13. It's like,
on what the fuck is his goddamn name again? Borodorf? On him? Or on the
Yep.
Yeah, poor doof.
at both. I'll roll again if I have to. That was specifically directed at my grandma had one of those line.
Yeah, are you lying, Ack? Because if you are, you're gonna have to roll a deception check.
No, I'm not lying. A dwarf can have a pet hydra, can they?
Old dwarves are crazy badass.
And this one just has no hydra.
You
What's it?
you've heard crazier stories about dwarves, Tex. You believe it.
Yeah, just eyes narrow for a moment. Tiny little thin blue LED lights. Then Yeah, that checks out, and you just keep walking.
Scrutinizing bullshit initiated.
I'm gonna run me my firewall to detect some bullshit.
My bullshit meter is going off. It's low.
Bullshit detected.
She also tried to own a blue dragon once, and that failed for the obvious reason.
What's this?
Man.
You're gonna have to roll a perception check to see if you actually see that.
Oh my.
Hmm.
Can I use my passive perception?
Because you're not passively looking for anything, you have to actually use your perception. You see
Damn.
shit?
Is that a... No, that's just... Well, never mind.
Even though that's
Wow.
a really high roll, you still see shit because it's a 1.
I roll investigation instead.
NOB, you, as you pass by this spot right here, you, kind of feel some wind.
Not much better, but hey.
What kind of wind?
Like, it's like a... The air is not as stale here, and for some reason you can hear a whistling, like the wall is not actually a wall.
There's orange writing on the ground that say illusory walla.
It's a lie.
And then there was another one that says liar ahead. Another message that says mimic.
She reaches up and taps on the wall.
You tap, tap, tap on the wall.
Yeah.
Tap, tap, tap on the wall.
Okay, roll a dex save. Okay, you beat it. You jump back as a bit of gas comes out of the wall. You don't know what kind of gas it is because it dissipates pretty fast. And then the wall kind of, glows a little bit and disappears. There's actually a passageway there.
Allow me to take the lead, my friends. I am immune to such gaseous assaults.
I'll follow your lead.
You can't see shit, but text. Okay, so
That
yeah,
I can.
I'll get on his shoulder.
there is an open cavern here.
Paint me a word picture, my little draconic friend.
Okay, there is a cavern and
Is that McCree?
Yep, you saw him. He's standing right up there. He's looking at you. It's
Howdy there, friend.
It's a dragonborn, dragon something. Looks like a dragonborn, but it has wings.
Half dragon?
You'd have to roll for it, I'd wager.
well, that's friend.
I guess Arcana to figure him out?
Oh no, Tex.
Yep.
Why'd my cat get on the keyboard?
Where'd
Tex,
he go?
no! Tex, come back!
Tex is gone!
Cat attack.
Tex is dead!
He's still
Oh no,
down here, I
I've
see.
come back as just Textron.
I gotcha. You're on the map again.
And I'll form the head.
You're back here. You can delete that one. I found you.
Yay.
I found you. You were at the bottom. Gotta make
Hold
you
on, I'll
small
delete
again.
I'll delete this one, hold on. There we go.
I just saw you go whoop all the way down the map.
You
I
did.
can't actually delete. I cannot delete that one. It's going down somewhere else. There we go.
I got it.
Huzzah.
Jesus fucking
Okay.
Christ.
Wow.
Oh,
Sorry, friend. My people needed me.
you just went whoop. Oh,
Just
fuck,
floated
that was
off into the air. No, fucking rockets come out from below his cowboy boots.
good. Okay, back to the Arcana rolls.
Oh.
Shuizo, yeah, you know what this is. Gorignac, yeah, you know what this is.
I will not roll. Texas just, hi there, friend.
Just let me find where I put their stats. 1 second.
an adventuring party just stumbles across your little hidey hole.
If you are stuck in here, worry not. The gas trap has been disabled.
It really is their purple.
Hold on. Where the hell are they? Where's your fucking stats, damn you?
Should you encounter any gas-related troubles, I recommend buying a gas mask of some kind, available at all participating Schmamuel's Red Hot Armory locations.
God damn it.
God, wow, I keep doing that. All right, Tex, you are not that person anymore. You're your own Warforged now.
You actually do know that this is, you think it's a mixed dragonborn because his scales are brown, but he has wings, and you know that some dragonborn can have wings. You've just never actually seen one. So you're not quite sure what kind of, like, breath attack it'll have, because it's just like a mixed scale dragonborn. It's been mixed so much that its scales have turned brown.
In vanilla lore, that's actually what most dragonborn are. They're all mutts.
Mm-hmm. Also, Garignac, since you're there,
Yep.
hi.
Oh.
Again, do you not speak the common tongue, sir? I shall endeavor to communicate in Gnomish. Schmalutations, schmrens.
Get the last one to talk to them. I'm sure he knows Draconic.
Yeah, the Dragonborns are following what you're saying in common. They're just not actually saying anything.
Schmal can we schmelp you?
Oh my god.
So,
Are these the guys I'm supposed to know?
no.
They're probably not good at speaking common back, is the thing. They can understand you, they just can't say anything.
Did one of you order a pizza?
No.
Schmay don't schmeem to understand me.
No.
Yeah, but
No pizza. Wrong address.
Oh.
is this a peace offering?
No call for pizza. What piece? What?
Freebie, free food.
You.
Give pizza.
Annabelle glares at him.
No, it was paid for.
I think these are just people that
It
who
was
they
paid for. It's
live.
not,
If anybody can speak Draconic, they can probably,
I mean,
you know.
well met friends, I say in Draconic.
Oh, okay. Little kobold, hello. What's, And he turns and glances at the group. What's all this?
Apparently, the human warlord, the human emperor warlord on your doorstep is trying to make some sort of a peace offering via pizza to the patron of this fine mountain.
The Lord of the Schlamazon.
He's still trying,
God
that's
damn it.
amazing.
No headway has been made. He's going to keep going.
Text, we got a dialogue going. You can dial it back.
Either to
Schmery Schmuel.
By the way, Dwarf can actually understand him, and he's just like, oh my god. Yeah, my Dwarf understands Gnome. He understands all the short people races.
It's tech support.
we
I was
seek
built
the
then.
monarch of the mountain.
Okay, well, you know that the last group of people that he sent in here said the same thing, but when they got up to him, they tried to kill him, right?
Oh dear!
They're speaking in Draconic.
Yes, they're not speaking
I-
common. They're
I
speaking...
communicate this to the others. Oh
Okay.
dear! What happened? We saw the Bahir on the way. Was that caused by them?
There was a Bahir in here?
Well, yes, but now it's dead.
Was.
good because it's not supposed to be in here.
You're welcome.
Oh, what happened to Jeff and Fred?
Oh,
Her?
my condolences. We found the remains.
Unless you're talking about them, they're basilisks. They're fine.
There was
Or the Hydra?
there's 2 basilisks. That's Daphne and Velma.
Aww.
Lesbian
God damn it.
basilisks.
Fred and what other name did I say? I'm sorry.
Jeff.
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 Fred and Jeff were 2 other basilisks that hang out by
Oh, you were this close. You should have named the other one Norval.
Mo and Larry over here, which is the Hydra's still there, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Seemed mighty spooked by that then there Bahir, which is now points over at Eneby's bag, which I assume is a big toothy grin.
Yeah.
It's still chewing.
The Bahir is begone.
Theory bounces.
The Bahir is no longer Bahir nor Bazair.
It's begone.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, hearing this and hearing that you took care of that problem for them without any prompting, boop, hello.
Oh, another friend. Shmolo. Schmalutations.
This one I can actually speak common. He just wanted to see what the hell you were doing.
Oh,
This is a
Hello.
actual red dragonborn. He's bright red, and he doesn't have wings. I just couldn't find a dragonborn token without wings.
does the other guy not have wings, or is it?
They both. These
two?
two both have wings. They're just like muddy scaled.
Okay.
This guy is like obviously a bright red dragonborn, and he's kind of big.
Is this the guy?
No, that's
Borodoof pulls out his stone to see if it's still on hold.
It is on hold, and it's still playing the most awful elevator music you've ever heard. And the dragonborns.
Please insert 1 platinum for 1 more minute.
The dragonborns actually all turn to you and go, "What the fuck is that shit?"
You'll have to forgive him. He works in IT.
Oh, that poor bastard.
Yeah.
This guy actually speaks common.
Did you guys hear this music?
Yes.
Yes, we
Yeah.
heard it. We heard it. It
Okay.
was fucking great, actually.
it's the gap. For some reason, he was contracted out to help. I don't understand why.
Did any of you have a contract? Did any of you have a contract with Demon Souls Incorporated?
No.
Demon Souls Incorporated. So
Yes,
it's
That is a Souls reference, by the way.
it's DSI, I guess.
Yes,
No. My internet provider is the NIO Corporation.
Okay.
So, you.
They're way more user friendly.
The dragonborn kind of hops down off of that stone pillar that he's on. Turns and
The
looks at
only-
all of you.
The
You
only
are
downside is that gone.
not here to do the same thing as the last group.
That's
Nah, all frankness, we know about the fact that he stole from the dragon, most likely. It was just we already signed the contract to do the job without knowing what we were doing at the time. Upon further knowledge, we're just here to see about smoothing things over. Ideally, it's like just does a Will Smith meme over towards Enemy with the pizza box.
He does like pizza.
It is truly the greatest of icebreakers.
Has it been paid for? Because we've had too many pranks like that.
yes, it's been paid for.
It has, but I haven't received a tip yet.
So he's actually rolling an insight check on all of you. No, he believes all of you completely fucking are serious. He rolled a goddamn 1.
Oh, you're my best friends.
I like you guys.
Okay, so he waves at all of the other Dragonborn, and by all of the other Dragonborn, I also mean these 2.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
Right.
There's a whole army here.
Yeah,
you're practically surrounded.
if you had fucked
Oh.
this up, you would have been fucked
Oh,
up.
sweet Schmidt.
These are 2 little white ones. They don't have wings. They're little white ones. They kind of.
Are they dumb as fuck because they're white dragons?
No,
Well,
they're
they're
smart.
Fuck you.
They're still bigger
Wow.
than Well, no, that is a lore drop, but that does not apply to the Dragonborn of particular colors.
Okay.
Wow,
Pretty racist,
racist.
Dak.
Wow,
I'm going by the rules. Fuck y'all.
I'm not even organic, and I took offense to that.
Oh yeah, Ack. I'm not. It's not racist or
Oh my-
racist national anthem.
Oh my God, Borodoof, you can't just ask people why they're white.
God damn it.
think about what the Lord of this mountain might say if he is of a color.
I'm just imagining Bordeaux slowly turn around and just going,
His soul's already dead. It's fine.
yeah, but it
There's
can
no-
become deader.
There is no deeper you may sink, my friend.
Well, there's deeper, but you got to get to upper management.
That requires going higher first.
Working on that.
Okay, so since you actually rolled
So-
good enough for this, he's going to show you that there's another hidden wall here that you can go through and cut off a bit of your travel.
Oh, that's mighty kind of you, friend. By the way, do you happen to have any light sources? I'm the one here who does not have any sort of dark vision.
None of us really need any light sources, but
Anyone got some straight wood, a bit of grease, and fire breath,
Wait.
maybe?
You have some. You have wood.
do.
Hand. Enemy
The
help
kobold
with that
does.
hand.
Do you want to bullshit up some torches for your friend?
Yeah.
Like,
Enemy just takes a piece of wood and fires later. Ignited.
Okay.
Oh, that's much obliged, friend. I will walk in the back now. Although, well, is there anything else further up in these tunnels that could potentially be harmful, like the Bahir was that you're aware of? Any pitfalls or anything?
Well, if the Bahir could crawl in here, something else could too.
Well, what in here is friendly to know ahead of time?
Well, through this wall, there's like a small clan of lizard folks.
Well,
They're usually friendly, but you're gonna pop out right behind them, so I can go ahead and tell them that you're coming.
that'd be mighty kind of you, friend.
But
I have things.
there are some places in here where there's gonna be some not so friendly,
Scalies.
not so friendly squatters, you could say. The Lord of the Mountain doesn't actually, do anything about them because they haven't, been overtly aggressive to us. But they'll probably be immediately aggressive to you, and there's nothing we can do to stop them.
I was under the impression that he was like
No, he lets
Michael-
them live here because it's funny.
landowner.
Well, that you cut out.
Landowner.
No, it's Gatha.
He lets
Oh.
them live here because it's funny.
I can respect that, though I will defend myself if I must.
Well, they don't really pay rent, so it's fine.
All right, good. That's all the verification I need.
Do you know what they are? Species, race, appearance?
There's a few wyverns, there's some hydras that aren't as friendly as Mo and Larry over there. And I believe there's what the hell are they called? They got 3 heads and each head's a different thing. What are they called?
Ghidorahs.
Sure.
Zahaka?
Chimera?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're never fun.
Oh no, they're right. They got 3 pricks and the hellers are fighting over which one's the biggest.
Exactly.
It's usually the goat.
There's
You found
also
it too?
just to be
That sounds about right.
just so you're aware, there's some half dragons in here, and they might just attack you on sight because they're still really pissed off that they were almost killed a couple weeks ago.
For a split second, I thought you were painting a very different scenario about them being like disgruntled stepchildren fighting over the inheritance.
There might be a little bit of that too.
Oh, fantastic.
Well,
There's also I think he's on a different place today, but I don't know. He could be moving around the caves. The Lord of the Mountain also lets a young dragon just kind of wander around. Doesn't let him throw his weight around too much, but he's not a threat, so he just kind of lets him stay here.
Oh, like an apprenticeship.
Yeah, till he gets his shit together and leaves.
What color is it?
Have issues?
I think it's a green one.
Oh, good, grand. Just grand. Grand, just what I want today. Chlorine baths.
Don't worry, friend. You're already very pale and blonde. You won't really have that much happen to you.
Oh, Jesus.
Harold turned green.
So, we didn't get what exactly. I know they tried to kill the Lord of the Mountain. Did any other tragedy happen to the residents of this mountain?
And sighs, and there's looks
Oh,
really
dear.
kind of pissed off. And well, the Kobold
Oh.
tribe is over in like the west area. You passed them already, but they've been cut down by half.
Oh.
That is vastly unpleasant.
Yeah, we weren't told anything about this.
By the
We
gods.
literally were just told that there was a impending attack on the town.
And
That
to
was-
either
was big.
diplomatize or exorcise the problem.
Well, we're not going to attack the town. Everybody there has always been kind and, fair to us when other people wouldn't be. It's
Sounds like it.
just that young little fuckhead paid his way to the top, and now the townsfolk can't do anything about it. It's going to be just him.
Is this a succession thing, or did the idiots actually vote him in?
I don't think they voted him in. I think he bought his way in there. Like,
Okay.
the old lord suddenly retired and said, here's your new one. And then all the problems started.
Okay. That explains a couple things.
Think we could go back to the Kobold clan back the other way and apologize and see if there's anything we can do to help them when this is all said and done with?
Well, if you wanted to, you just gotta go the other way from the entrance.
All right. That sounds like it. Tex, you have a good idea. I think I'm up for that.
Just to make sure that they know that we're not actually here to cause problems for them. I'd like to make sure this is as passive as possible. Just because I can fire and deal with just about any threat I come across doesn't mean I prefer to.
Oh dear.
The deadliest weapon is the one you never have to fire.
It's a good attitude to have.
Hell yeah. All right then.
The dwarf is just like, fuck all of you guys, bye!
Look, oh, we lost our IT guy.
I thought the deadliest weapon was the gun. So
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why I've got them. I don't have to fire them, therefore they're deadly.
It's a metaphor.
that's an interesting perspective.
Wasn't there couldn't we just go past them? Wasn't that what we were supposed to do?
Was that? No, you have to go left from the entrance. There's another door there.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
Briefly backtracking back the other way, passing the basilisk. Hi, Daphne. Hi, Velma.
Gives one a little pat to go by.
Jinkies.
He coos at you.
Aw,
He likes you.
Everyone runs past Pordu, but he's just walking calmly.
No, we can't keep these. They belong to somebody else.
Walking very calmly, letting everyone run past.
I like that your portrait is looking back longingly at the basilisk.
Aww.
Look at that! Look at her face. She's looking back at him like, no.
Hey, maybe you can ask the Lord of the Mountain if there's any way they can get you one when this is all said and done.
It's true. The kobolds might breed them. Come on, sweetie.
imagine I can fucking ride with those.
Probably.
I mean, I ride on a Gorgon. It's not exactly impossible.
Come on. If you stare at them too long, you'll never want to leave.
I'm going.
And if you stare at them too long and they accidentally open up their eyes all the way, you may never.
Ooh,
Ooh.
grim. Thank you.
I have counter spell. I'm good.
So,
As we step in, like, you know Draconic, don't you? Looking down at Shizuo.
I blank face.
He doesn't
I
know
don't
that's
know
what
none
you
of
were
them.
talking.
I don't know none of your them there fancy words.
Is there anything down south of here, or is it just a big room?
Did you go down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there's a room down there.
Which way are you gonna go?
Don't get too distracted and go off on your own. They said there's some stuff in here that might not be friendly. I can't curve bullets. I'm not a miracle worker.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pick which way to go here.
None of that
Two
McAvoy bullshit.
Two branching paths here.
Oh,
What you guys feel like? We're going down or up?
Let's go down first.
they said it was like a maze, right? What's the trick to those? Left ball?
The trick is to look at the floor.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, that's fun houses.
I thought that was for car sickness.
That too.
Okay, you're getting closer and closer, and the floor starts to turn a little sandy, a little softer,
Darth Vader repellent.
a little more pleasant on your feet, and then you see this.
Oh, sorry.
As we turn around the corner, I imagine, were we
Every
hearing
single-
anything on the way?
Every single kobold here that you can see turns towards you and is immediately aggressive looking.
Well, friends.
It's what they said last time.
Yes.
Well, why don't you go ask your Dragonborn friends up the way, and Daphne, Velma, Fred, Harry, Mo, Curly, I forget the Hydra's names. We took care of they are perfectly fine and well and can attest to our character.
Was that Mo and Shemp? I don't remember.
The Hydra, the two-headed Hydra up there that crawled out of the hole, and we killed that aggressive Behir.
We heard about the tragedy that befell your people. We've come to make sure you're...
Want to make sure y'all aren't in need of anything, basically. Wanted to make sure we help patch things up on behalf of the town. Most of them are mighty torn. Most of them would be mighty torn up over what happened on account of that dipshit lord that hornswoggled us into taking this job without knowing the full context.
This one here hears you talking and comes up to talk to you. Right here.
I translate in Draconic. Although I don't think there is a Draconic translation for Hornswoggle.
No, this one can actually speak common here. He's
I
like,
just imagine someone horns.
I know very well how much the town does not like what their lord is doing. I transferred back here after I heard what happened. So we don't hold any grudge against the town. It is only the lord and his hired goons, and he turns and looks at all of you really suspiciously when he says hired goons.
We weren't told anything. We were told, hey, this dragon's angry at us. Try to make it not angry at us anymore. And when we were given money and we realized the situation was much more complex.
On that note, anyone here have a contract of DSI?
God damn it. You're not on the job.
No kobold here has a contract of DSI.
I'm pretty sure they all are all under the Lord of the contract.
Yeah, they just all kind of mill around and look at each other really confused, like, what the fuck is he talking
Would anyone like to have a contract of DSI? Summoning demons, summoning killer Venus flytraps.
I'm pretty sure the Dragonborn up ahead said they have they're under the Nio Corporation contract.
No, I think
Why
it's like
am I
fine
here?
outside and no soliciting.
Why am I here?
We don't know. The Lord's an idiot.
You're here to help.
The Lord hired you for some reason. He's not the brightest bulb. I don't know if you noticed that.
One moment.
Think,
It's the best keg. Yep, that's still
season
going.
Please insert 5 platinum for the next 10 seconds.
What the fuck?
Wow, they are inflating your rates there, son.
I love it when we get to the dragon. He goes, insert 1 dragon horde for no seconds.
Insert 1 horde for upgrade to deluxe package.
Ew.
Such benefits as nothing.
Comcast.
He's looking at all of you. He's still a little suspicious, but he has rolled an insight check on you.
Alright.
And since none of you are actually deceiving him, he believes it. He's still a little suspicious, but he believes it.
That's fair.
I would be too.
Gurgnak just kind of leans over and goes, look, friend, we realize, someone fucked up. We actually have no idea why everything is this way. Could you tell us what exactly happened the first place to start this mess?
Well, the first thing that happened is the Lord got into power through a sort of underhanded means. Nobody actually wanted him to succeed, the old Lord. The old Lord just kind of left one day, and the new Lord had, his blessing somehow.
Something tells me he burgled the royal coffers on the way out.
I'm beginning to suspect either a aggressive takeover by financial, or something happened to the old lord that was less than savory.
Your guess is as good as mine, because he just kind of disappeared one day. All the guards said that he just wanted to retire out in the mountains. But then...
That sounds like a euphemism.
Yeah, then what happened is... the new lord got a little greedy. He heard that the Lord of the Mountain had quite a bit of gold stored in here. And, he hired what you would call adventurers, technically. Like all of you. Like, he hired all of you, correct?
Yes.
These people didn't ask questions, and also they were told that they could take whatever they wanted by whatever means they felt like.
Fuck.
And it turns out, like a lot of humans from out of this region, they view kobolds as pests. And didn't think anything of walking in here. We thought we were greeting friends. And we weren't.
Oh, thank you. I know that had a bit hard to relate.
We get a lot of adventures like that downstairs.
I don't think they really deserve to be called adventurers.
Thugs.
Murderers for hire is better. We've never done anything to deserve this. We've always had open relations with the town. You saw that we had a market there. We sell our wares there, and everybody enjoys when we come, because they can't get what we sell anywhere else. Our craftsmanship is something that you can't find otherwise. I can't imagine that the people that I left, who have known me since I hatched, are happy.
I have an inquiry. Does the Lord of the Mountain here treat you particularly well? Contrast.
We get dental, dude.
Oh wow, yeah, that's
Really? Ooh.
Ennaby shows more emotion at that than she has shown yet. I don't get dental.
Yeah, we
Wow, it's making me wonder if the townspeople would like the Lord of the Mountain to take over instead of this human politic. Although that might be my opinion as an out-of-state kobold.
well, he's always been sort of fond of the town because it's been, they're friendly. The kobolds and to Dragonborn and lizard folk, and they don't, do what anybody else would do outside and, just kind of try to kill us on sight.
Yeah, you got a real special place here. I'd recommend we talk to the Lord of the Mountain about a potential corporate takeover.
I don't think anybody in town would mind at this point because it would be better than what they have.
All right, another chapter in the adventures of Tex begins. The journey of toppling an evil magnate. I haven't managed to accomplish one of those yet.
Well, first you're going to have to talk to the Lord of the Mountain. He's back that way that you came from.
Much obliged, friend. Just my condolences for everything that's happened. We will make sure that the townsfolk know exactly what happened, and when this is all done, I personally will be checking every bounty board from here in the tri-state area and attempt to find any of these culprits who perpetuated this.
Oh, we know exactly where those people are.
Oh, really? It's like, do tell. And I sincerely say this again. Do tell.
Mo and Larry had some snacks.
Oh, good.
Okay. Self-solving problem.
Yeah. They didn't get much past. They didn't get much past Nooker. You'll probably meet him on the way.
What is that one?
I'd rather not spoil the surprise.
Ah,
And the bee
That's-
attempts to swipe a pepperoni.
Oh, son, did they not feed you?
Your tech dwarf is fucking off again.
He's around the corner.
Alright, what's over here since I'm...
That is a different pathway. That's the pathway
Oh.
you were going down, so you can't actually go there. That's a wall.
Okay.
Hold up, Brent.
And as you guys walk by,
I'm going to smash that stone if you don't hang up. I swear.
We're on it.
Don't do it.
We're on a job to beat a monarch. Have some respect.
Please insert
Technical,
one
I swear.
liches. Please insert one liches phylactery for the next minute.
oh,
this
she's
conversion
gonna be
rate?
so bad.
No, seriously, what is that conversion rate? Jesus Christ.
It's terrible. I barely get any pay.
I think you'd have better chance of taking it up with the pizza demon's job.
Are you
Are we
scritching
going
him again?
the...
Scritch the lizard.
You're scritching her again. She loves you.
Come on.
The lizard. Good lizard.
Well, that,
She starts following you this time.
Aww.
Which
We
one
can
is
talk to
attacking
the
you?
Lord. We'll talk to the Lord of the Mountain about it when we get there.
She doesn't follow you much past here because you're going too far, but
Oh,
she did follow you for a little bit. She goes back to her
it's a
friend.
little goodbye scritch, and then we're gonna go.
What a nice 8-legged puppy.
That's Velma, by the way. Are you gonna take the shortcut there, Garignac, or are you going up that way?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the shortcut.
You can go up
Shortcut
that way
we
if
can-
you wanted to.
What is that other way up that way, by the way?
You'd have to go up there to see.
I was asking
Just
the
ask the
dragon.
Dragonborn.
That's what I was doing.
That's just the long way round. It'll
Oh, all right.
connect up to here eventually.
All right, cool. Well, let's just go the shorter way then. Whee!
Okay. The
Adventure!
the lizard folks have been warned that you're here.
Alright, thank
They
you.
also have their own puppy,
Aww.
A giant fuck off. Lizard?
alligator.
A crocagator.
Oh,
Can I pet that one too?
You can put that.
Schmalutations.
It's
Well,
just kind of
that's for-
flopped over, in the steaming
Is it
cooler.
fat?
It is
well
accepting
met,
pets.
friends.
Is it so fat they can barely walk on like?
It is pretty big.
Oh, I'm such a big fan.
The
Like you ever
lizard,
see those?
the lizard folks know that you're here and you know that you're fine, but they still kind of like back away from you as you come through the doorway.
Just imagine they see this group of weird adventurers walk through the door, and this one, this small green streak tackles their fucking alligator.
Tackle it. I just walked over and screeched.
Starting to scritch it, yeah. So yeah, they see that you don't mean any harm. So, which is good because there's a lot of fucking lizard folk here. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Whatever you do not say here lizard, lizard, lizard. That is considered a racist slur.
Even I know that.
I thought that was the Taco Bell.
They don't like to talk about it.
They
Also,
prefer actual.
Don't make
they
any
prefer-
jokes. Don't make any jokes about that being a lot of fish.
They prefer actual meat.
But by making that, by saying you already made it. Come on.
Much obliged there, friends.
Keep going.
Stupid sucker.
That's right. Here comes the crazy old gator lady.
Hi.
Oh. Big friend.
This is a big fuck off half dragon.
Oh dear.
Hello there.
Your father loves you.
God damn it.
Running of everyone, ain't you?
He turns and looks at Tex.
Text us finger guns.
Are you fucking serious, dude?
Yes, he's completely serious.
That's the only thing I know how to be. I was not programmed for humor.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
So enemies right in front of him, right?
Yeah.
You haven't established yourself as not a threat, so he kind of tries to grapple you.
Oh.
Wait,
Whoa there. Settle down there,
Hello
friend.
there.
No need for that.
No, he's
No
already
need for
rolled
that.
it. He's already rolled it. You're gonna have to beat his roll.
Athletics,
Strength check, yeah.
strength save, or athletics.
Strength saving throw. Go ahead. Oh, good, you matched.
Really?
He got a 22. Like a natural 20. You both got a natural 20.
Jesus.
Just turned into an epic flex off.
So yeah, you basically just kind of like you lock fingers with each other and start pushing.
It's what's more impressive is the fact that you're doing that one-handed and cradling the pizza with the other.
You're
She
basically
takes
giving
down
yourself both a very awkward hug.
That all you got?
Never cross a retail employee who lives off of tips, my friend.
Yeah, it does.
What are you doing here?
Ain't it obvious?
Delivering a pizza.
Ain't it obvious?
No.
We're here to smooth things over with the Lord of the Mountain.
I mean,
we have already made peace with the lizard folk and made peace with the dragonborn and made peace with the kobolds.
And the basilisk.
and that Hydra back there. We've been talking to everybody we met. You can go back and vouch for them.
Also, there was a Bahir in here earlier that you all missed.
Must have came in after the kobolds.
Yeah, well, he ain't here no more.
Good. Bastards.
Either way, we don't mean no harm. We were contracted without knowing anything by dishonest means, and we are here to potentially find a way to passive-aggressively subvert that contract and come out of this still on top.
Passive? I'm pretty sure Monarch, toppling a Monarch is beyond passive.
Mm.
Well, I mean, like, you know.
So what monarch are you talking about?
Sorry,
the lord of the other town that did a
The
serious
one-water.
blunder and to the Lord of the Mountain, and it's his kin within here.
Oh, dick
And then-
face.
Yes,
Yes.
Exactly.
And
Like-
Our
Hard
the third of his name.
Ah, yes. It would be good to get rid of him. It's not doing
Yeah.
anybody any favors in this region.
After we finish the contract, we're going to be free.
What did the
Yep.
contract say exactly?
We are
Resolve.
suppo-
Just resolve the dispute between the dragon and the town. And that was by any means necessary.
And by the
Usually when
time-
folks say that, that means by violence, but it also means by a non-violence.
Yeah,
It al-
we're leaning
it-
towards that
It also
because we can
says
fucking
resolve the
resolve them.
dispute, which also could mean you could just remove the thing that's causing the dispute in the town.
I mean, that was one of the options, except the other way around. We were told we had the right to kill the Lord of the Mountain, but in all frankness, I'd rather kill the Lord of the other mountain if it came down to it.
Yeah, there's the whole of the contract. We actually cannot harm him.
I'm
Yep.
under
The
my contract is to deliver this pizza and not kill any of you.
I'm still trying to figure out my contract.
We're mighty fine, and we're mighty thankful of you for that.
If you think a little bit back, the contract didn't actually say how to resolve the dispute at all.
Just to resolve it.
You could go back and kill the lord of the town. He just doesn't expect you to do that because he's the one that paid you.
Ah, a loophole. That's brilliant.
He's not very intelligent, guys.
Yeah, we still need to talk to El
He has people he
Drago.
pays for that. We'd still rather smooth things over and, make sure that nobody in the town gets the wrong idea. They are 100% on the side of your particular faction in this argument, but they don't seem to be entirely in the loop about whether or not they are in any danger. And that's something I'd like to resolve.
That is fair. We have been kind of attacking the town. I don't think they know exactly what we're trying to do. We're just trying to get through the walls and the guards to get to Dickface. Haven't been successful so far. He unfortunately hires very good guards.
Ah,
Well, I mean, that's one thing he
but
did do,
the-
right? He hired us.
yes. Such a bottomless checkbook.
That's what happens when you have a monopoly of the Schwamazon.
Just imagine what good the world can be if we had his wealth.
I love that you guys are gonna kill Jeff Bezos. It warms
And,
my cold, dark heart.
I'll do it. I'll do it for free. Next day delivery. Well, we square there, friend.
Yeah, let me go announce your presence. Give me a few minutes before you follow me.
Much obliged.
And he whoops.
My
Yeah.
God, he went through a wall.
People. I thought this would actually be hard. So far, it's been kind of fun.
Well,
Yeah. I have had way worse jobs than this for the amount of money I'm making.
Oh yeah. Don't even want to go over OTO extermination.
Oh, if I had olfactory receptors, I would be even more sympathetic than I already am.
Oh, it doesn't matter. We had a metal folk with us, and he started to corrode.
Oh, no. Oh, did I ever tell you about the time that some asshat set me up for a prank, put a hit out on me, and sent me on a fake contract to clear out what he told me were cockatrices, but were actually rust monsters?
Oh, jeez. Good lord, that had to be irritating.
That's all right. He paid for it in the end. Those
Oh,
rust
I think
monsters are
I'm-
actually...
I think I met that guy.
Like, you probably did, and he probably was sent there by me.
He was delicious.
You know, speaking
Good,
of,
I
do
hope
you want the King Asshat soul when you go, before you go?
Once I complete my contract, I am under orders to return to the workplace. And
Shame.
every second I'm up here is a second I'm not being yelled at by my boss. So
Is there any way for you to sign another contract with someone up here to quit your horrible job?
I would have to be able to find sustainable employment for that.
I can do that.
Hmm.
Well, you
No
two seem to
offense,
have
but no.
you two
Well-
seem to have some complementary issues. Maybe y'all can help each other out. Set up a support network, a real support network.
I fucking
Because
love
maybe-
this.
Because maybe if we're lucky, we can all find good employment if we get in the good graces of whatever lord this is. Because he gives free dental. I am willing to quit my job as a mystic to join such a wonderful.
I don't even need dental, and I want it.
Well, supposedly our IT guy knows a good thing about summoning demons, so he might be able to help.
And if all else fails, you can always go freelance. I'll put in a.
BB?
Must have cut off.
Yeah, you cut off a
You
little.
hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. All I said was, if you need to, you can always just go freelance like I do. I'll put a good word on your resume. Believe it or not, the name of Tex goes a long way.
Yes, 5 letters.
5 is all you need, my friend. You know how many things that are. You know what the maximum amount of thing for 5 is with that? Stars.
I like you, you're silly.
So we're just waiting for.
Yeah, he said
just
give
waiting.
him a few minutes before you followed.
Probably got to wake the guy up. Yep, we'll find out either way. Well,
Well,
I have to say, I definitely enjoy not having to waste any ammunition on those who are undeserving.
Yeah? I mean,
God damn it. That's
if
not
you
gonna.
cannot blow up everything around you and complete a job, hey, just
Yep, that's the truth of it.
As far as I'm concerned, he can take his time. I'm
So,
only allowed on the surface while I am on a mission.
You prefer it up here?
Well, I've yet to encounter any Mad Mikes up here, so yeah, I think I do.
That sounds objectively better, yes.
Everything he says, pizza pun.
so
don't think I could go very far.
You'd think
It
you'd run
doesn't.
out of those. You'd run out eventually.
He just reuses the same.
Oh. Tex moves in
Enemy,
for.
clean the bathroom, or I will rip you to pizzas. Enemy, mind the till, or I will rip you to pizzas.
Tex moves in for a Christian side hug.
Enemy winces, but then kind of hesitantly leans into it.
There. You've been through way more than you deserve. Remember, I actually do know your pain. I literally was a slave to a couple of gnomes for a little while there.
Anyway, should we get a move on?
We're waiting on him to open up the way for us, ain't we?
No, he just waited for you, told you to wait for just a minute.
Oh,
Well, he went ahead to announce you. So you can go ahead.
All right.
Let
Well,
us go
God.
then.
If God says so.
Thanks, God.
You're welcome, bitch.
You're so kind and loving and merciful.
We
Bullshit.
don't need another goblin pissing at the gods. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Grignak has no problem with the gods, really. That's still Tig.
Just 1 second. I'm.
It's wise to make friends with the God that master
yes,
is
a
the master
merciful
of your
God.
fate.
You say she's the merciful god, but then you come to fight. You're told to roll initiative, and you fight an ancient dragon with mystics. That's a mystic template.
Okay. Still better than a beholder that's a barbarian. Or just a beholder, honestly.
I wouldn't want to fight a beholder bard.
Great.
That'd be hilarious.
Speaking of which, I should check and see how One-Eyed Willowy is doing. I should clarify, that's a beholder who had all his eye stalks cut off.
Oh.
Okay.
We're actually
As soon
good
as you
friends.
walk in here, right here, the entire place kind of lights up.
Ah, fuck.
Ah, here we are. Howdy. Schmalutations.
Hello. I hear
What kind of
you've been,
dragon?
I hear you've been visiting my mountain with plans on making a pact with me. From
Well, of a sort. We just wanted to see how, it just kind of moves in closer. How do you feel about regicide?
Is this the guy?
this is the guy, but
But first
to
things
answer your
first.
question about what color he is, he's actually changing colors. He's scintillating, and
Oh.
his visage changes from metallic golden dragon to a red dragon to a blue dragon, then to a silver dragon. You can't actually tell what kind of dragon this is.
What? Okay, first things first. One SeaWorld special. Domino's Pizza, so good it's.
He doesn't make any move to take it. That he says that is not for me. First, I want to know exactly what you intend to do.
Well, we're not terribly happy about being hired under false pretenses and led on to a path that we honestly didn't need to take. So we're kind of up for, after the complete the contract, being that we smooth things over with the Lord of the Mountain, go back and kick a dipshit down off his throne.
That was the plan.
Before anything else goes on, am I to understand you are copyright of Nio Incorporated?
Yes.
Would you like to change your services to Demon Souls Incorporated?
No.
No, sorry.
Okay, we have no idea why he hired the IT guy too. He's just here.
He was cast. It's pretty clear he was going for casting as wide a net as possible.
I think he's. At least
Probably wanted to summon demons against me if he had to.
Would you like to summon a demon?
There's,
The
I don't know. It'd probably take like 6 days to do that. You're still on hold.
Hold on. Let me check that real quick. Fuck!
Please upgrade to our Chrome package to continue.
She's gonna be mad. She's probably gonna come down here. If she comes down here, we're fucked.
Anyhow,
you-
Mr. Lord of the Mountain, sir, the name is Tex, and if you would be so kind, we just want to let you know, make sure that it's understood that the rest of the town is fully on your side in this struggle and entirely. I don't think anybody had missed the guy that hired us.
probably not.
But anyhow, is there any way that we can return what was stolen to you? I know how important that is to you. Got to respect your cultural norms.
Well, why don't you ask that question to your friend there? This dragon, after he says that, he grins. His visage flashes to a actual red dragon, and then he fades away.
What?
Oh, well,
And then the fun part of this campaign. Go ahead, Kay.
Oh,
God damn it.
why, hello there.
Cheeky fucks.
That's what the roll was for. Kay rolled, and he got the dragon.
So,
Remember when I said you were gonna have to roll something? I rolled for you.
Okay.
well, all right then.
One of you was going to be the dragon. It just happened to be fucking Kay.
It happens to be Solaris.
Well, Solaris, in fact, the dragon.
Yep.
So there was never a big dragon. It was always Solaris who was.
hey, I give my kobold to your dental, and everyone else who lives here.
It makes so much.
I commend you for that.
All
We
right.
just wanted to live here without being disturbed for centuries. After when I was in a younger, angstier phase, I was beaten by several chosen children. No, ever since then, I've maintained this fine kingdom under the mountains and lived in peace with the town. That is until the local lion fight was ended by corporate takeover. And now my kingdom is threatened by the change of the guards, as it were, over in that town. So, if all 5 of you seem to be willing to help me in this endeavor to remove that specific blight on both of our kingdoms to restore balance. What say you?
Cool.
Works for me.
So,
Excellent.
for you then.
Oh yes, and also, I have a contract here if you want more guaranteed employment.
And the
He says
bee reaches out to take it and read it.
it includes dental, free housing,
Oh shit! It even has
college
vision.
tuition.
What are the terms besides that?
What are the basically to serve as like messenger, but you get paid your guaranteed tips.
Enemy holds out her arm, takes a talon, carves deep into it, and just slaps the whole thing onto the contract, smearing it with blood.
Excellent, excellent.
I'm getting absolutely nothing out of this.
And if you want to quit your shitty IT job, you can.
I can't. I can't do that. My boss has me. Yeah.
Oh, the Yugoloths have you bound by contracts too.
Yep. She's an unpleasant one. And she always
Well
wears this
then.
stupid black mask over her face, and she's always bossy, and she slaps people around.
Sounds like we got 2 takeovers to deal with.
That's Yugoloths for you, especially Konoloth. Damn three bastards.
Okay, on that note. Nope.
Okay.
And this is why we don't take AT&T.
Didn't we assimilate them? I have to check the contract.
I think it's currently in the process.
Yeah, of course, a Euconoloth or Arconoloth would want AT. It's the only thing that could rival their dickishness.
Well, I may be a freelance worker, and I'm very happy with that, but you've got my services for this, for sure.
Excellent. So,
Always wanted to
Yeah?
topple a magnate.
Mm-hmm.
what do we do next?
Well, if
I
you
mean-
want to, you can go back to the town.
Well,
Confront-
I shall take my old guys and we shall return to the town.
Ditching.
And give them quite a surprise.
Well, onward then. Yeehaw.
I guess we know why the tiny kobold was leading us the whole way.
Yeah, I guess. Oh.
Normally, I ain't happy when Hornswoggle, but all frankness, today's just been one of those days.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Things have just been weird.
That they have. Not the bad kind. Woo!
This is true.
Onward, babe metal, to adventure.
Onward, babe metal.
Okay, so you're switching
Yeet.
back to the town.
Hey, where we at? That
All right.
Screeched all the lizards on the way back.
All right, so how do we want to do this? We want to run the whole gambit that we pretend that we killed you, or we?
Oh, let's just go back as if we completed it and smooth things over.
All right, that works for
And
me.
I shall take the form of Shizuo Tepasu.
That name is a mighty mouthful, just to be completely frank.
She-
It's
If I
like,
told you my actual name, it would give away the surprise. I say, looking to the camera.
well, fair enough. God says so.
You look like a darkest to me. Not a darkest. Dickhead.
Dark. I see the reference you did, you asshole. Fucking red. Yeah, Red Kobold's trying to kill me because I killed his entire family.
Well, If we're ready, Tex just kind of takes out one of his revolvers. Just the time is 12 o'clock on the dot.
No.
It's just like 4 p.m.
Not in my mind, it ain't. And I got an internal clock I go by. It's powered by justice.
It's fucking broken, isn't it?
Justice is blind. It can't look at the time.
Wow. Wow.
I fucking love you, man. We gotta work more. We gotta work together more often.
Sounds fun.
All right.
All right, I got to write that line down real quick.
That was
Literally
really
just-
good.
Literally just pulled that out of my ass.
That was really good.
Alrighty then. So you walk into the castle, and what are you saying to Mr. Godfrey?
Oh, we've completed the contract by smoothing the things over. However, it seems there's a bit of a thing you in the contract I want to go over with you, Mr. Godfrey.
Oh, what's that?
I give him the contract for him to read over.
And this,
Does he take it?
Any means necessary? Yeah, he takes it.
Okay. The contract explodes.
Oh, you cast runes on it.
No.
Cliff
Kira,
rewarding.
Dyson no Bakudan.
No. Weeb.
Yeah, the fire subsides, and he just kind of stands there with his eyebrows singed. Interesting.
Oh, well.
I was
Seems we have...
hoping that you would just get rid of the goddamn dragon.
Well, we didn't.
Yeah, the problem is we're not idiots, and we're probably either augmented or not human.
Yeah, well, thing you also didn't seem to realize about yourself there, friend. You're a dick.
Why did you even call me here? Why did you call me here?
Contract employees, shitty wages. No, it's a wonder this whole town ain't just unionized.
'Cause you were cheap, that's why.
Wow, you offend me, sir, personally and spiritually.
Well, he stands up out of his chair and says, well, I guess the jig is up. And his illusion drops. And standing in front of you is something that you're going to have to roll an Arcana check for.
Gonna have
What
to
check you cut out there? What check?
Arcana.
All right, let's do it.
Can't I just get one good roll?
It's weird being a bard with barely any fucking lore checks.
NOB, you know exactly what the fuck this is. This is a pit fiend.
Oh.
Well,
Now
That
you know
makes sense
where
as
the
well.
old lord probably went.
Yeah. That makes
well, that
sense.
explains why I thought to hire a demon. My one question is, you weren't really smart enough to just get out there and pretend to be the pizza person yourself?
That would breach contract.
Yeah, but like you wrote the contract
I
though.
didn't write the
Yeah.
contract with Domino's. Have you ever seen Domino's?
Nope.
I'm not gonna fuck around with Domino's.
You fucking mind, though.
Fucking pit fiend's terrified of Domino's.
Objection!
Alright.
Her lawyers are scary.
What about my lawyers?
Whatever. And,
Also, I'm going to burn a psi point, so we roll initiative now.
yep, you roll initiative now. Have fun with that.
Oh, initiative, bitch.
It was either
Hells
a red
yeah.
dragon or a pit fiend for the boss, guys.
Hell
Really?
yeah.
One of them wasn't a dick, so.
Wait, how do I...
Where is the...
But if it's a choice between a weeb and a dick, I will take the weeb.
Wait, where are the tokens?
I think it's the theater of the mind.
Yeah.
You're in the castle right now. Just pretend you're in a castle.
It's
You can
a
just
love.
pull your icons out onto the map and then click them.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I wasn't sure if that's what you want to do or what.
If we're going by scale accuracy, Tex is like Voltron size right now.
Hmm? Okay, let's try that again.
Initiative.
Okay, well, the good news is pit fiends have a lot of fire-based attacks, and enemy is immune to fire. The bad news is pit fiends are immune to fire, and enemy raise attacks.
Well, I guess you're both just going to have to get creative then.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there going to be a point where my dwarf gets off hold and actually the boss answers?
That sounds like something that could happen later.
Maybe.
Right? This
Like a week from now, maybe.
Because I'm thinking, what if they actually show up and we have a demon?
It's like 2 months later. He goes, hey, we just noticed your call. And it's like, he's just on vacation, Hawaiian shirt, a beach
I'm
somewhere.
sorry, the boss is out of the office right now.
Fucking
And I was
yeets.
thinking, since this town guy basically gave a false ticket number, it could technically count as.
All right, so who's up front first in initiative?
Tex or enemy, looks like.
Nope. You rolled the
Oh.
highest.
God,
Although
K-Ball.
we don't know what the pit fiend rolled. Oh, there
And
he
Ack
is.
isn't there yet.
Yes, I am. I rolled a 3.
Yeah, he just didn't select his token for it. You'll have to manually insert him.
What?
He rolled a 16.
I've been rolling shitty this entire play.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Add turn. What was your roll there, Aki boy?
Ack rolled a 3.
It was a 3.
He's just so dead inside, he's not even motivated after getting double crossed. It's like, another Monday.
What's for demons, damn it?
There we go.
Not only that, but bureaucrat demons.
You
That's
belong.
what I want to do here, but I'm not sure how to go about that. I'm another player and I play another character or stat up. Also, I'm not the DM.
Okay. So, it is Lord Solaris's turn.
Aha! So, I have ancient red dragon stats, don't I?
Yep. Remember, you can't use your multi-attack and a mystic ability at the same time. That is what we agreed on.
Can I burn a side point and then use a dragon ability?
No. The only thing you can't do is multi-attack and use, your dragon bullshit. So if you're not multi-attacking, you can burn a side point.
Because I want to use my elemental attunement, which starting on third level, when its creature resistance reduces damage dealt by side, you can spend 1 side point to cause that discipline to ignore that creature's resistance. So in this case, fire.
Yeah, you can burn a side point for that, yes.
Okay, then I'm going to use fire breath.
With everybody else in front of you?
I'm going to be doing in a line, or okay.
Also, before you do anything, you're all gonna have to roll a wisdom saving throw.
All of us?
All of us. Okay, then.
Okay.
Let's,
He's also going to have to roll one because,
Frightful presence.
oh, no.
Oh,
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 two nat ones.
yeah.
Wait, hold on. There's a fighter thing here. Oh, yeah, I can re-roll saving throws if I fail them. I can do that twice. I rolled a fighter. But I have to take the second roll. It could be worse. I failed already anyway. It's worse.
oh.
The only person that actually got that is Enovi.
Oh my goodness.
Did I pass it?
No,
Oh.
I didn't pass it, you didn't pass it, bitch.
the fucking dragon
Because-
is scared now.
Because Enemy remembers this guy comes. She remembers how he behaved.
Oh my god.
You're a lousy tipper.
Also, since she's not in.
Hold on. I think I might be immune to fear effect. Hold on.
Yeah, you're gonna have to check your dragon stats to see if you are.
Since she's not in uniform anymore, Enemy looks like this.
Nice.
Uh,
Yeah,
damage.
everybody Everybody check your stats and whatever to make sure
I'm going to cast Legendary Resistance. When I fail a saving throw, I can choose a speed instead.
There you go.
I don't think I have any.
Legendary actions, I forgot about those.
Does anybody else have any bullshit that they can do?
I already tried mine.
I don't think so.
Then you are all frightened until the end of your next turn, except for Enabi and Solaris. And it's now Solaris' turn. Go ahead.
And I burned a side point, so he can't resist the bullshit that's about to happen. And that gets you.
Well, wait, the side point thing was part of your turn, though, wasn't it? You took your turn, then we rolled the thing. Technically, the thing was supposed to be first.
Yeah, it's just frightful fear. Since you're
Frightful
hostile to him
presence,
now, yeah.
Alrighty, then
So-
that's my turn.
Okay. What's the actual text on that breath weapon, by the way?
He has to roll a dex save.
Okay. He passed that. So he
The
takes
next sa-
half damage?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so that's your turn then?
Yep.
It's Enabi's turn.
Alrighty, I'm checking through my list of things to see if there's anything like Pit Fiend.
And Eldritch Blast is non-element.
Oh, I know. Oh, right. And I get 3 of these. So, Genevieve going to use her eye beams.
Okay, what's the actual text on those? I need to know what they
It's-
do.
Eldritch
actually
Blast.
It's
It's technically psychic damage. Psychic damage.
Force damage.
Oh.
Yep.
One of those is guaranteed to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Two of those hit. The 19 and the 25.
Yep, Pit Fiends are hardy fuckers.
Damn it. I was just reading from my spells, ignore that.
It's fine.
It's clear.
It's fine. So 13, 14, 15, 14. That's not a bad chunk of damage. Okay, is that all you can do this turn?
For the moment.
Okay, and everybody else is frightened.
What does frightening do?
You can't do anything until the start of your next turn.
Ah.
Let me see. Actually...
Yep.
Hold on.
Unless the Pit Fiend is incapacitated on a failed save, the creature is frightened until the start of its next turn.
Frightened. Let me see here.
Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks, and the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Oh, so we can do things, just we have disadvantage.
Yeah, you can do things, you just have disadvantage, so...
And we can't move any closer to the fiend.
Right. You
Well,
cannot.
good thing I don't need to do that.
Yep.
Alright, then it's your turn.
Alright, let me look through my options here. Alright, well, first things first, one passive ability, thanks to one of my magic items. As Tex pulls out his guns out of his holster, you'll notice that a holographic clone of him appears right next to him, and in a moment they're actually indistinguishable from one another.
Okay.
And let me see here. I think that's a bonus action. Just checking my things here. Picked Gunslinger. It has a lot more stuff than I thought it would. Where are you? Let me see here. Oh, right. That's where I put it. Okay, Tex is going to pull out one of them, one of his weapons here, the pistol, and he's going to basically whisper a little something under his breath, and he's going to activate his oath gun. And he gets 3 attacks. All with disadvantage.
1, 2. 2 of those hit, the 20 and the 20.
Wait, hold on. Need to read up on... It's an oath bow by stats, and I think I didn't... Oh, wait, no. If I mark a creature, which I just did, then I get advantage, so it's all straight rolls.
Okay, so straight rolls, all of those hit.
Wonderful. And these are magical weapons, and he takes an additional 3d6 piercing damage from each of those attacks.
Okay. So that means...
That's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. On top of that, this is a magical weapon, and
So
that
96?
is... Yep, 96 on top of that.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
Geez, I'm going to have to custom enter that in, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here. Got to move the turn order. There we go. Advanced dice roller. 9d6. An additional 36 damage. So that is altogether 26 plus 36. Jeez, that's like... That's a lot. I'm not good at math.
You're good. I got it. I added it all up.
Yep, that's 62 magical piercing damage to him.
Okay, he takes all of that then.
You crossed the wrong fellas, partner.
Alright, now it's his turn. But
Doesn't
his
he
turn.
has to make saving throw against mine now?
He does. What does yours say exactly in the text?
Let me go. DC 21 Wisdom.
Okay. Well,
He gets a plus 10 to wisdom saves.
yeah, and he rolled a nat 20.
Whew.
Yeah, he passes.
He tried. Okay, so...
Yep, and it's amazing to me that pit fiends aren't immune to being frightened.
Nope, it doesn't say that he's immune to being frightened at all.
You'd think they would be, but that's interesting. There are bigger devils out there, so I guess that makes sense. All right.
So he's got you all lined up. I know this isn't gonna do anything to Ennaby, but he can do it. So he's going to hold out his finger and he's going to cast Fireball at all of you.
Fireball?
Yep.
Lovely.
8d6
Wonderful.
fire damage.
That's a deck save.
Everybody?
Solaris yawns.
Yeah, it's a dexterity saving throw, yes.
So we all have to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm re-rolling that.
I'm
That's
not
an
even gonna
18.
bother. Damage immunity fire.
Enemy has fire resistance, 2 different. I'm guessing that averages out to be 2 immunity.
I think it's a quarter damage in that case if you're resisting to it and you pass the save.
Mm-hmm. Something like
Unless
that.
you're a rogue. That's what I remember.
But if I have double resistance to it, that would make it an 8th.
So 25 damage.
27.
Oh no.
So, and then
27 reduced to half then.
he's moving right up to you, Solaris.
27.
Oh.
All right.
And
Oh,
what was-
so you're approaching me.
Wait, what was the DC to pass?
The DC to pass is. Where the hell are you?
Pretty sure I failed it, but just wanted to make sure.
DC 21.
Yeah, I failed. Okay, that's fine. I can take
Yeah.
take that hit just fine.
So
What damage do I take?
If you
Did you
If
fail
you
the
roll
dex
below-
save? Yeah, you failed
Yeah.
the
You
dex
did.
save.
so you take the
27.
27. Oh no, I got below 200 health.
Gorignac just barely scraped by the skin of his teeth. Bootsy almost made it.
He's at 27, right?
Yeah, 27.
27. You got plenty.
Oh, I'm
of
under
health.
100. Oh!
No sense. We're good.
Under 100. You have like a ton.
Alright, so. Let's see.
Tex pulls out a cigar.
3, 4. Kay, what's your AC?
22.
22. So 1, 2, 3 of these are going to hit you. Yeah, let's see. He's going to bite you first. Where's the fucking 46 plus 8? 4 plus 8. 19.
Math.
I remember when I used to be good at math.
Claw, which is a 2d8 plus 8. Fucking dice is 12, and then a tail sweep. 3d10. 16. Okay, and that's, I believe that's his turn.
Wow, that hurt. That really hurt. I'm now under 500. I'm under 500 health now, guys.
I'm sorry.
Ancient dragons don't have that much health, man.
I'm sorry I can't be much help to you guys.
So was your kobold actually Solaris? Just
Yes,
okay.
the whole time.
It was a disguise.
It was me, Austin.
It was me.
I didn't notice that
All
till now.
along.
I didn't notice that till now.
Huh, actually, ancient red dragons have an average HP of 546.
Yeah, they do. Okay. Just be glad you aren't actually fighting the red dragon, and are instead fighting the asshole pit
Oh,
fiend.
I'll happily take a pit fiend over an ancient red dragon.
Especially Ancient Red Dragon, who has access to mystic bullshit.
Okay, that's his turn. It is now Bootsy's turn.
Looks like.
Yeah, you can do something as long as you don't have to get close to him to do it.
Well, I don't have a lot of options besides spell, so guess it's what I'm staying.
Well, wait. If my turn happened, I actually could have repeated the saving throw for that. So you can repeat the wisdom save if you want.
Yep.
Is it okay if I retroactively
Wait,
go
hold
back
on.
and do that?
Has the demon ended his turn?
Yes.
I'm going to take a legendary action before it's Bootsy's turn. I'm going to. No, hold on. Cost 2 actions. I'll just make a tail attack then. Because you can only use the legendary action as a reaction. Alright, that's 7. D20.
Shoot.
Does that hit?
Yes.
Alright, tail. 2d8 plus 10.
If I recall, that is a non-magical attack. It's just purely a physical one.
Yep.
So it will get halved. But that's still a lot.
I whack him in the face.
Right in the stars.
Okay. He takes it and reels back. Comes back for more.
I give him a bloody nose.
Alright. Bootsy,
Alright.
you can do your wisdom save again.
Is it alright if I retroactively do that as well?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or do you want me? Okay. Still not enough.
Nice, Bootsy.
You passed, though.
Sweet. So
Now
I can get close to him, yes?
Yeah, you can. You shake off your fear. You were frightened of him for a
But
second
not,
there.
but now I think you can't be frightened by him for another 24 hours.
Correct.
Correct.
But now you remember how mean he was to the nice little lizards, and just go and smack them.
Yeah, he go get his ass kicked now.
Are you a barbarian?
No, Warlock.
Hexblade Warlock.
Hexblade Warlock. Okay, so I got the thing where I could do 2 attacks. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
If you have Banishing Smite, you can bonus action that.
What'd you say?
If you have Banishing Smite, you can bonus action that beforehand.
Oh, could I do that?
You can.
Do you have Banishing Smite?
Yes, I do.
You should. It's a Hexblade spell.
Oh yeah, so bonus action that and just beat the crap out of him.
And you're fighting a demon, so that spell is like a personal fuck you stamp to fiends.
Speaking from experience.
I don't actually know what this one does. I was reading it.
It does a lot of damage, and if they're below a certain health threshold, they're just fucking gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you just banish them if you get their health low enough.
Cool.
And it's not good for a devil's rep if they get forcibly banished back. They tend to get demoted.
Yeah, he might get demoted to an imp or Cambion.
So I guess I can keep that first one.
It does not hit.
Yeah.
Don't worry though, just by banishing smite stays up, so it'll still be there next turn. Unless he hits you.
You get 2
Yeah, you-
attacks, though, don't you?
Yeah.
get
You
2
have that
attacks,
nat one
right?
one up there though. She rolled one before.
Ah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. What is that thing I have? Raven, what is that thing I have?
Thing. Lucky.
My GTFO thing.
Oh, you used the bonus action to cast a spell, so you don't have that.
Oh, okay, it is a bonus action.
Yeah, it's the goblin's nimble escape thing. Bonus action to disengage.
Yep, you've already used the bonus though. Next turn.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
It's alright.
Pretty sure we can all take at least one round of hits from that thing.
Probably.
I have counterspell ready, so
Mhm.
So,
Oh,
go
yeah,
ahead.
Between-
it's fine. Even if it does
Between Kay and me, we just knocked out more than a quarter of its health in one round, so I think we're good.
So this is what playing a power fantasy feels like.
Mm-hmm.
I never asked to be an ancient dragon, but I'm not going to say no.
You won the
Anyone
roll.
Could. It could have been
So
any of
anyone
us.
could have been the dragon?
Yes,
Anyone could have been.
Okay, because I don't recall rolling to be a
it
dragon.
was a roll by the DM
She made the call
Oh. On
on
randomly.
something
which
that
one
would
of us would be.
spice up the game.
Okay.
I'm perfectly satisfied with this.
I am
Mhm.
too.
Be really hard to explain a Warforged turning into a dragon.
It would have been, but we would have found a way to do
he
it.
turns into
Transformers.
he turns into Mecha Godzilla.
I mean, there are clockwork dragon stats that are still nothing to sneeze at.
Mhm.
I would have chosen blue dragon.
Wisdom save.
Yeah, you can wisdom save.
All right.
Oh, so close.
Yeah,
Wait, no,
I
it
figured.
You
doesn't.
just can't get
Doesn't.
close to him. You can do something, but you can't get close to him.
You have
I'll move
attacks
over
have-
here.
Attacks have disadvantage, though.
Mm, yeah, but saving throws don't.
They do not.
So, Grignak's gonna close his eyes and just start jamming the fuck out. Let's see if I can get this spell to work.
I can
Dark
say
Network
There you go.
Concert Crush.
I can say from first-hand racial experience that is metal as hell.
Just jamming out. Imagine just the dark clouds forming above and just lightning begin.
Toxic.
Call lightning at I think it was 7th level.
Damn.
You just turned the toxic tricks from Pokemon.
Nice.
You got to beat DC 17, or you're taking. Let's see here.
23, that's 34 points.
Has Inobi taken her turns?
Dexterity, sorry.
Ooh, he actually fails that.
So enjoy 30 some odd points of lightning.
And yes, Anobi took her turn.
Is there a trick to alter the damage type your spell deal?
Some wizards can do that, but usually, and some spells can do that, like Chaos Orb.
Yeah, that usually depends on you talking it out with the DM beforehand, and it's usually a hard swap rather than a variable thing.
He actually failed that save, so he takes all that.
Nice.
Good. And something else I can do. I still have my action. Oh, actually, yeah, there is. Or is that a bonus action? Shit. No, it's... that's my full action to cast that spell, never mind. So I only have a bonus action, and there's not much I could do.
That's still pretty respectable.
No, I'm happy with that. I'm perfectly happy with that. So, pass turn then.
Alright, so, Ack, you have to roll another wisdom saving throw to see if you're still frightened.
Hey,
Nice!
pass.
Finally!
Okay,
Clutch.
I work in IT. I've seen scarier.
Yeah, you just kind of look at him trying to frighten you, and you're like, for a second you're scared because he might be one of your bosses, but you're like, no, he's not.
Yeah, I'm imagining you just get upset, you pull out the orb to check and see if you're still on hold, and you are, and you just get so pissed you go for it instead. It's like, you know what?
You know what? Fuck it.
Fuck this job! You throw the phone to the ground and you smash it.
Okay, can you still hear that?
Okay.
Yeah, we heard it.
We
Okay.
heard it.
Okay. In that case, I don't know what all I can do with this one spell, but I'm going to try anyway.
You can cast any one spell.
Yep, you got your action and your bonus action, though only one of those can be devoted to a spell.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to turn
Cantrip or spell or something.
And remember, he is immune to fire damage.
Alright, so what counts as... Let's see. What size is the castle?
We're technically inside the castle.
Yeah, you guys are in the castle.
Okay,
The
what's
throne
on
room. It's a pretty good sized room, Mac.
Okay, so is there a chandelier?
There's a roof.
No chandeliers.
So is there... I need to know what's in the room. Try anything.
Tell me what you're trying to do, and then I can tell you if
I
it's
was going to animate the castle and have it step on him.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, even animate objects can't make something that big.
Yeah, animate objects has a size limit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is a very fun idea, though.
Okay, I can't animate anything larger than huge.
Yeah.
Castle is like gargantuan.
Okay,
It's
what
still
counts?
pretty big, though.
Huge is pretty big, yeah.
Well, what? Give me an example.
Like huge be like Michelangelo's David.
So a statue then.
Small fishing ship or something.
Small what?
Yeah, small boat.
fishing boat, sorry.
There are small dragon statues lining the walls.
All right, let's do it.
They're about, I would say they're,
I think you're only allowed to do one huge object.
yeah.
One huge, but multiples of smaller objects. Up to a certain point.
Hmm. Is there any insects in the room? Bugs.
Probably not.
Okay. Whatever. We're just going to go for animating a dragon statue. Cast at level.
I'll read out the spell text here.
Okay.
Objects come to life at your command. Choose up to 10 non-magical objects within range and not being worn or carried. Medium targets count as 2 objects. Large counts as 4. Huge counts as 8. Can't animate anything larger than huge. Animate becomes a creature under your control. As a bonus action, you can mentally command any creature. So, yeah, you can choose up to 10 magical objects. So you can choose 1 huge and 1 medium, if there are some. So how big are the dragon statues, like D&D size-wise?
They would all be huge.
Then
So
you can animate 1 of those.
I will do that.
Okay. If it's huge, okay, then this dragon statue has 80 HP and AC of 10. a +8 to attack, and 2d12 plus 4 damage.
It's not bad.
Can I
Yeah.
cast up to level 9? Because this gives me a casting level.
Let me check and see.
I don't think you
Higher
have
level.
access to level 9.
Hold on, let me see.
The highest you can cast it at is level 8.
Yep.
All right.
At higher levels, if you cast the spell using a slot of 6 or higher, you can animate 2 additional objects for each slot level above 5th.
I'm trying to remember. An axe subclass is the Conjurer, or
So
Summoner.
you get... It's a little vaguely worded. 2 additional objects.
I
It doesn't
imagine you would
specify
be
how
able
many.
to get 2 of these dragon statues with that.
So
Okay,
yeah, that
let's-
would be 2 levels, 6, 7, 8. So that's 6 additional points. Yeah, you could do 2 dragon statues, exactly.
Let's do it.
also says okay, so another thing, it says says any creature you summon or create with the conjuration spell has 30 temporary hit points on top of that.
So that's
Also-
110.
And
Yep.
also its concentration can't be broken by taking damage.
So
Yeah.
now we have 2 extra allies.
Hold on.
Conjuration sounds fun. I gotta head try that
Yeah,
sometime.
that's pretty goddamn great, actually, Yak.
I've seen that spell work to amazing effect in Unexpectables.
I like to think Bordoof looks at this guy. He's like, you know what? I'm tired of this, boys.
Okay, so the dragon statues shiver and then come to life. They're actually made out of silver.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ah,
Oh, your insistence on living opulently will be your downfall.
That was a fucking great idea, and I'm going to go with it.
Yeah, that is a fun spell to use in this scenario. You should be rewarded for that.
Where's that? There's a gif of fucking Tom as he opens the door and 2 other cats just angrily march through the door. That's what I'm imagining. It's just that
Except-
guy.
All right, boys.
Except 2 giant dragon statues.
Okay, so
Yes.
would these use his
They go
initiative?
after. No, they go as a bonus action. If that's an action to cast, he can command them right now.
Okay, so I'm just
They
gonna
attack.
end their turn like right after his.
Yeah, I think they go after you on initiative. So yeah, you can command them if you just want to say basically as a bonus action. You can just tell them to fuck up this guy, and they'll go after him on their turn.
And then you can roll the damage with the dice roller. Do you know how to use the dice roller? Or do you want me to do it for you?
Kind of. It's been a while.
It's fine. You just roll a d20, but you'll add a +8 to it.
Say it again.
You'll roll a d20 to attack with them, but he'll have a +8.
A D10. You said 20
D20 +8.
plus 8. I don't think it gives. How do I do the plus 8 part?
You go down to where it says advanced dice roller.
Ah,
There you go.
so it will be roll 1 D20 plus 1.
+8. Technically,
Alright.
you can roll it twice since you've got 2 dragons.
Cool.
And
He
they're
did not
silver,
expect
so
this, by the way, he's like kind of looking at you like, what the fuck?
I'm still giving the deadpan stare. Like I have no opinion one way or the other.
nothing excites me anymore.
The Mecha Godmothers beat King Forquad to death.
Damn it! I wish I thought of that.
Jesus, Act.
We can say you said that.
Oh,
Okay.
goddamn.
Okay. So is it their turn now?
Yep, roll for them. See if they hit him.
So what dragon statues beat that demon to death.
One
One
of
of
them
them hits.
misses, but the other one hits. So,
One comes at him from the front, and he dodges out of the way just to get clocked in the head from behind.
So your damage is going to be on a huge. It is going to be 2d12
Oh my God, these things are-
plus 4.
Jesus.
Oh my god, these things are bigger than him, too. A pit fiend's only a large creature.
They're just looming over him going, hey, small fry, wrong neighborhood.
They crack their silver knuckles.
Correct.
What does my teammates think? I want to know.
Hello, metal brethren. Hold on, I gotta do the voice. Salutations, metal brethren.
I just think it's funny that this IT dwarf has done nothing but complain and stare angrily at a phone the entire time. Just looks up and goes, "Okay, enough of this," and then suddenly dragons.
Okay, I've had enough. Bang.
and as the demon's getting beat up, he looks at the phone. And just this demon in the background getting his ass beat. What?
The soundtrack to
Oh,
an
you-
ass beating
You
is
gotta roll.
Kords
You gotta
music.
roll your damage. Oh my god.
We're just watching this go down with that playing.
I've always wanted to do.
It's like
I've always wanted to flip the game on his head. Man.
it's pretty good. It's just kind of like,
I think this
What do
demon
I
actually
roll?
wants to die.
What do I roll?
You gotta roll 2d12 plus 4.
I mean, I would wish for the sweet embrace of death getting sicked on by them some bitches.
Okay, I
Old
roll
music.
2 of those. I'm just gonna roll 2 at once.
You just gotta roll 1 because one of your statues missed.
Okay.
yeah,
Not bad.
it's one.
The 14, we'll take the 14.
It's 14. Damn, dude.
That is a fucking scene, and I love it.
He's getting fucking JoJo stomped by these things.
Yes.
With that fucking music as the goddamn fucking cray stack.
And this is why high-level encounters are fun.
Alright.
Stupid shit happens. I love it.
Solaris, it's your turn again.
Well,
How do you feel about seeing two constructed silver dragons beating the shit out of it?
Is it like that one JoJo scene where he sits?
I rolled a 6
For what? What are you rolling
to
for?
recharge my thing. I
Currently, there's
roll a d6 each turn. On a 5 or 6, I recharge my thing.
there's a lot of people in that blast radius.
There sure are.
Aren't
You're gonna
constructs immune to fire?
No.
Well, they're made of
No.
silver anyway.
They have no resistances, really, in that. They just have a plus
beat the
6.
shit out of him, dude. He's right in your face.
There's still Bootsy there too, man.
And, you know, it is like that JoJo scene where third guy finally drops his drink, gets in, and starts kicking the fuck.
Yeah.
That's what I referenced, yeah. Alright. Yeah, honestly, just physically attacking him is more than enough at this point.
Just beat the shit out of him.
Just join in, really make it a JoJo
Brooklyn
stop.
beat!
Solaris has a giant wine glass in his hand and drops it.
Yeah, Solaris is the one with the wine glass. He just sips.
The fuck did that come from? He's a dragon. He just summoned it. Oh,
Hey, one of my items was a portable hole.
this is fair.
Like, that checks out.
So it's like just a large cask of wine. He's like swirling around.
Like,
Like a
for-
ball.
You just look back at Borodoof and just go, I see you are a man of culture as well.
Bordeaux gives him the thumbs up.
He's still on the phone, not even paying attention.
I demand you buy a package after this.
yeah, that hits whatever you're doing.
That's a bite, so that's a 2d10 plus.
We are literally JoJo stomping a pit fiend.
Here we are.
It's fucking great.
Oh.
That was the best night in a long time.
It was up to Kay if you were gonna fight him or this guy. Like, he was judging you the entire time, and you kept making friends with all of his friends.
And all those hit. So...
All of those hit. Roll your damage, motherfucker.
Well, no one was an asshole to us, so
Bam, bam.
That's
Yeah, but like I
2d6
said, you
plus
could
2.
also all be evil.
Nah.
Wait, that wasn't a 20 though. That was a.
you know what's the bad thing is if I had rolled my evil character, this would have still been the fucking outcome.
Not much would have changed.
Because most of my evil characters are into networking and not like outright violence. And like the schmuck on the throne is clearly
Alright,
a failed
23
evil
and
character.
25.
Okay,
You
yeah,
know.
those all hit.
So,
So it's basically just doing evil failure of doing evil assault and
Alright,
getting rid of him.
23 and 25 damage then.
What was that?
23 and 25 damage in from the claws.
23 plus 25 plus... Okay. Alright, yeah, he's not looking very good.
I would imagine not. He's fucking embarrassed, if anything.
Yeah, he's, like... At this point, he's like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna get banished, and then I'm gonna get demoted. God damn it.
Just moody now.
Even though he's getting his ass kicked and he's that nonchalant.
He's getting his ass beaten by 2 dragon statues and an actual dragon.
Also, after we are back, I have to go get dinner.
Okay.
And
Tex, it's your turn.
All right, it is my turn now. Could I have advantage on the wisdom save because of how fucking embarrassing this is?
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody can be scared of this guy anymore, I don't think.
Not that it really matters, but it's fine. I'm not going to move closer to him anyway.
Get another turn. Will he be dead by then?
If I have my way with him, I will.
He might die.
Well,
Texas-
Pit Fiend has about 300 hit points.
He's taken a lot.
yeah.
Tex is just going to move back. It's not even fear of the Pit Fiend. It's just he doesn't want to get into that tussle.
I gave him a few extra hit points because I knew it was just going to be a fucking curb stomp otherwise. But yeah, he doesn't have that much left.
All right, let me see here. I'm just going to pull out bonus action to reload the pistol, and I'm just going to fire at him again. Exact same special magic gun that I used before. It's like, all frankness at this point, as far as I'm concerned, I'm just putting you out of your misery.
2 of those hit. Or no,
20,
20.
19, and 20. Now remember, these have regular rolls. Because I have advantage thanks to this weapon.
You
Only
rolled-
works on
you-
one?
You rolled 4 times.
That I did.
I'll take
Last
that.
Not
one.
20 on the other side, though.
Yeah,
Yep.
you hit all 3 of those then.
Wonderful. All right. So here we go with that. So that is 6 plus 9, 15, 25 regular, and now 96 on top of that.
Okay.
Gunslingers. Plus 32.
Oh, he's
If I ever,
still hanging on.
Jesus.
if I
Come
ever,
on, man. Come on, partner. You're embarrassing yourself at this point.
if I ever commission Nick again, I might have him draw this.
I fucking love that, actually. Okay.
Draconic beatdown.
Inobi, it is your turn.
Enobi is going to hold out her hand. Her shadow is going to leap up and transform into a large, extremely gothy-looking scythe. And I'm pretty sure this is one of the few things that has not fire-based. And she's going to take 2 swings at him.
Just miss.
Aw.
Damn.
It's kind of hard to get in
Hold
there.
on. Since there's enemies on all sides, if she gets up to right here, would she get flanking, which gives her a +2?
Yeah, she would.
Yeah, she would. So then you
So
would
yeah,
hit.
both of those would hit.
So as far as I'm concerned, you are sending this guy to hell. Back to hell. What do you want? How do you want to do that?
Can I polymorph him?
No,
No. Sorry.
out of your turn, and plus, Casey gets the final blow on him.
Well,
Fine.
she just swings twice, just carving a big X in the air, which leaves a trail of fire. And then the page of the world just kind of unravels from that, as like it's been cut, and he falls in.
Nice.
He's gonna
Well-
be real embarrassed when he gets home.
Aces,
well-
friend. Aces.
Well, that was fun.
Be sure to tip your waitress.
Okay.
That is the best
Someone
fucking joke of the
destroys
goddamn
that
game.
phone.
Oh,
What?
Polaris uses his mystic, his psionic, his telekinesis discipline to pick up the phone and crush it.
Thank
He just
you.
looks at Solaris and isn't sure. Is he, do they thank him or is he annoyed because he probably needed that call?
Sir, anyone up for drinks? I feel like we could all use a drink.
Yeah.
Sure, I could go for that. I could go for some lubrication.
One
Hey, we
second.
just got rid of the boss.
Hold on. Well, this town is without a leader. Well, I'll have to go smooth things over.
What happens to my animate dragon statues?
They're still animate until you turn them off. Also, Bootsy?
The
Okay,
spell
well, I don't
lasts
have to-
for the spell lasts for 1 minute, so they just
Okay.
kind of go back to normal, and except now they're frozen mid JoJo kicking.
Bootsy, your friend has followed you all the way to town.
Oh, it's cute.
Sure, you can keep him. Remember, you're taking care of him.
Is that all right, by the way? Velma, right? Looks back at Solaris.
They're sentient creatures. They can make their own minds up.
No sentient?
I would guess so.
Well, I mean, I did befriend Babe Metal.
This is going to be a lot of paperwork.
So now if we ever play this again, Bootsy has a basilisk friend.
Yay!
I was rolling in the background to see if it was going to follow you or not.
Aww.
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Ah!
No. Anyway,
Right.
So,
If you want to
at the end
go
of the
through town and tell everybody that, yeah, we just kicked the shit out of your boss and he
Your
was a
boss.
pit fiend. Your
Solaris
lord.
drunk here sometimes scared. Ladies and gentlemen of the town of Cord, your asshole Dick-Faced McGee the Third Esquire, as it turns out, was a pit fiend in disguise, and as it turns out, is no longer in charge of your town, and was responsible for the trauma suffered by your kobolds community.
In other words, you're welcome.
Myself and these fine band of liberators has removed you from his clutches.
Now, if you don't mind, ports overboard. Could someone please give this poor unfortunate bastard a job?
that's,
unfortunately,
Henceforth, the town of Cord and the kobolds of the Tiamata Mountains are now back in peace.
Who's one gnome fellow pipes up behind you. Who's in charge then?
Do you want me to be in charge?
That checks
I-
out.
I got a major image, a large sign behind Solaris that says "Vote Solaris 2020."
Ah, yes, feel the burn.
Some of the townspeople look up at that sign and go, "What the hell is voting?"
Time to teach you about democracy.
Oh yeah, I forgot this is a backwater
Let's
kingdom.
not try democracy yet, since they just got out of an oligarchy. People can still buy the system.
Again, time to teach y'all about democracy. It is the American way.
America doesn't exist. It's not here.
Does in my mind.
I'm just imagining after Tex says it does in my mind, a spark shoots out of his fucking head.
Well,
An,
looks like my
an
nation
eagle
has a-
flies overhead.
So right here is the finest inn in town if you want to go get those drinks, Gorgnak.
Hell yeah!
I don't need them, but I'll
Actually,
take
if
them.
you probably want to go raid the Noble's wine store. Have at it.
Also, hell yeah!
That's even better.
Your payment is all within the old Noble's manor. Pilfer him for however you wish.
Loot and scout, got it.
Works for me.
Gergnak's actually going to find a bare spot
Within
beside
reason,
the.
'cause I believe redistributing the wealth to the town is probably most appreciated.
Oh, that's
Call it
fair.
a tax break, if you will.
That's fair.
Only take what you can carry. As he says that, Grignak reaches out into his pocket, flips out a little object, and a fucking mansion sprouts beside the palace.
Only what you can carry.
Fucking asshole. Damn.
He's not actually going to take that much, but he,
Good.
he's just.
Fancy, nice decorations for the house.
And so,
That is what I call a power move.
I mean-
some of the first steps in, all dental care shall be made free in the town.
Somebody cheers and waves as one of their front teeth
And
falls
free
out.
college tuition.
The fuck's dental care?
Bordoof
I
might
can go
open
back
up
to
a stall
school.
where he sells his wares.
when you say for each college tuition, you hear some wailing and gnashing of teeth from the actual college right across the river here.
Fuck you. You're getting reimbursed by the state, bitch. You don't get to complain.
If you have a complaint, you can take it up with your new glorious red over.
You see
Ah,
some of
yes.
the shutters on the windows actually close at that and go, "No, we're fine."
Beautiful.
Yeah, I am going to say Grignak's going to mostly target the furniture and upholstery just to really make his mansion shine.
Yeah, you did say you could take anything that's not nailed down, and even those.
It's a goblin. Nails are barely a fucking hazard.
Enemy's taking the throne.
Also fair.
The entire throne.
That'd be a real great use for like a floating disc. Is just put a throw on floating disc and just float on wherever the fuck you want.
And after everything is done with the manor, I'm thinking about turning it into an orphanage or a homeless shelter.
Could do both. It has space.
Probably turn this thing into an outright little
Culture center.
I was thinking more like a strip mall. That way they can have another participating location of Schmamuel's Red Hot Armory.
Oh my god.
Why not both?
Oh, exactly.
You're
You all right there?
What? I blacked out. What I missed?
Hold on. I think you've earned it. Enemy walks up behind him, puts a hand on his shoulder, and casts Remove Curse.
This is fair.
Does anything
I
happen?
see so. Yeah.
I don't know, GM, does it?
What? I feel so alive. I ain't shackled by the man no more.
I ain't no strings on my.
Beautiful.
I don't know what you broke, but you broke something.
You don't look like
What you have broken, my friend, are the shackles of my old programming.
they could
I'm
have gone
free.
really, really horribly since his entire life may be a quote unquote curse.
Ooh.
Well, that's
The curse
entirely
is
up
just-
to him, isn't it?
A curse is just a blessing in disguise. And he just jumps up in the air, clicks his cowboy boots together at the heels, and just moseys on his way.
Aww.
And you hear music playing
I'm gonna
coming
say
from somewhere on his body.
I'm gonna say what happened is you remove the vestiges of Windows 10.
Oh,
No, Windows 8.
Yeah,
8 and Vista.
you cleared the cache.
I feel like a new man.
You deleted my short-term.
You
My
deleted
cookies have been
Cortana.
removed. It's like, oh no, oh good. He pulls out a drawer and removes some cookies. You didn't get rid of these though, and that's what matters. And he just starts eating.
Huh.
How he eated them.
Good feels better than I thought it would.
So what now exactly? Since the campaign's kind of over, or the one shot's over?
Mhm.
Just
We're just bullshitting.
yeah, you can
Yeah, we're just fucking around.
just go ahead and say what your character does after everything's done.
He goes back and does a lot of fucking paperwork.
I add another dominion to my growing nation state.
Everybody
Yes,
loves
agreed.
you, by the way.
On
Yeah,
that
but-
note, though, are we still recording?
Yes.
Yeah.
In between her service to Solarius, goes back to school, majors in music, starts
Yeah,
a
he's-
band of her own.
He's paying
Aw.
for her college tuition.
Well, it's
Grignac
free.
and Bootsy basically strip mine the goddamn royal area of like any useful furniture, and once they do that, they just pack up their shit and move on to the next place.
And once our thing is done, he's going to set up a little. Hey, if you want to contact the government, go here, and he goes back to his fucking mountain.
Tex takes nothing and just hits that dusty trail on Babe Metal. Off to write another chapter in the legend of Tex.
I'm curious. Are you actually is he actually printing these stories anywhere?
He will eventually. He hasn't gotten the installment attached yet.
Yeah,
Those are compatible with the
yeah, he hasn't got a
He has
book
to-
printer yet.
So
He needs to get the printer and the wood chipper.
so
and the
basically has
roller.
the text document in his brain essentially.
All I've got installed on here is Notepad right now. But you betcha I'm going to have something to print about my legend one day. The whole world will know the tale of Tex.
Fucking great.
Hope we remember that one time.
Also, damn
Also, I
Grim.
had Dimension Door, and one of the things I wanted to do was let the Bahir loosen in the fucking noble's house.
That was another option, but I doubt we could have gotten through that in an hour.
Also, he's kind of dead and eaten.
That's what I wanted to do before we did that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
I wanted to teleport the Bahir to the noble's house, but didn't know how if I can get away with it without revealing the cards too early.
Mm.
probably not. Okay, so, everybody say goodnight.
Good
night.
night.
Good
Good
day.
night, Scrubs.
Please do.
Go. Gotta be louder. I can't hear it, Ak.
God damn it. The piano's too soft.
I'm
Hold
just
on.
going to imagine it's the music that plays at the end of Holy Grail.
There.
There we go.
That's better.
I'm just imagining after the phone was smashed, it went silent for a while, and everybody leaves and starts playing when nobody's around.
And then the credits roll.
That's
Yes.
our secondary stinger for the sequel.
Or, no, worse. The boss actually answers.
Hello?
there.
Like
Hello?
a visage
Hello?
of the visage
And
of like an ultraloth appears.
Hello.
I
like-
see you. I see
And then
you
it
have
turns
just-
out it's Lady Devimon.
It's like, I'll let you know that you destroyed company property just now, son.
I'm coming for your ass.
It's Lady Devimon who's his boss. Or
You
Lil
better
Mon.
watch out, Gray. Better watch out, Bordoof. I'm coming for you.
That was
Oh,
a
so that's a-
Contract.
Oh, so that's what my daughter's up to.
yeah.
Oh,
I
God.
see. Kay got what I was getting at.
You guys,
Yeah, I believe.
you guys are fucking.
The thing is, lately it wouldn't work in something so evil.
I mean, she might. She's pretty.
No, she wouldn't go to tech support.
Okay, it's her sister then.
Right.
Laylee's a single child, damn it.
I'm actually gonna stop recording now.
Okay.
Do the stinger
Anyways,
one more time, Ak.
To do the stinger one more time.
One more time.
Just play it.